I mean, the last time I talked, I heard about a whole Chelsea rebrand. But if you guys want to go back to your slutty ways, going through managers,
wow.
Let Vader speak on it.
He can pin out themselves now.
Speak your truth, Vader.
Did you know how many times I cried? You know how many times I cried, bro? Every time I see Nagelsmann coaching,
you can't call this team a golden generation. There's nothing.
Hans was asked what is a register. I swear he said someone.
No way. I knew it.
Once is an anomaly, twice a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern, 4 times is juju. That's my saying. So I'm sorry. It's witchcraft is happening. Thank you, Liverpool. Thank you. Do you know for so long, Liverpool will do bad, Chelsea will say, hold my beer. Liverpool will be so horrible, Chelsea will be like, hold my beer. I say thank you to Liverpool, because Liverpool finally can get cooked and Chelsea don't need to now do an overcooking. So we're going to have a real conversation about Liverpool, about Salah, and about your boy, Jurgen Klopp. So this is the good. Oh my God in heaven, Mike, man, Mike. Have you heard the saying? You go down with the ship. That the captain goes down with the ship. Have you heard that saying?
I'm just promoting good football.
Oh my God. Okay, we'll get into Liverpool. We'll get into the negatives of Liverpool, and for the next topic, Ricardo will step into the the prosecutor's box and so forth. So he'll be defending Barcelona because, in case you don't know, something shocking was released. Let me just give you a little teaser. 2001 to 2018. And then we can discuss. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is 2001 to 2018. What happened between those years? What particular game happened between those years? Don't worry, we'll get there. So we'll talk about Barca. As Ricardo, don't laugh. Like I don't know why you're laughing. It ain't funny. Like, I've been vindicated. I have been vindicated. So we'll get there. We'll get, because trust me, I've bookmarked about 5 tweets. So I'm coming with receipts, bro. So after that, we'll then go and then we'll talk about Felix. I want to have a real convo about Felix and Havertz as well. But I think I've come to a realization about João Felix, and I'm ready to come out with this and just have a real discussion about it. So we'll talk about Havertz. We'll talk about Haaland, 28 goals. And I have made... I didn't need you bombs approval to do this. I did this myself. Executive. I've made Khvicha chief Oga. Messi fanboys, it is what it is. I did that. Khvicha has been made he's officially the chief Oga right now of football, and we'll discuss why currently he's the best player in the world. Shout out to my boy Leo Messi. The Emery lives. And then of course then we may actually preview some of the games coming ahead, specifically, Fulham against Arsenal, and of course United against Southampton, man. So guys, you know what it is. Like the vid, subscribe if you're new, and enjoy this wonderful show. It is what it is, man. How's everyone doing, man? Is everyone Gucci? Is everyone cool?
All good.
Elijah, it ain't about Elijah. Come on, Elijah, it ain't that bad, but it ain't that bad. Oh wow.
Hold on.
Oh wow. Wait, no. But YouTube is going to ban me.
So they didn't have pundits or commentary on Match of the Day today. Is that correct?
No. Basically, all they had were just highlights.
Yeah, it was 20
with no
minutes.
commentary on the highlights.
No commentary, no analysis, nothing. Just highlights.
Really?
No, and also, so basically, oh no, that's actually a good place to start. So obviously, Shearer, Wrights, Thingy, they said no. Other guys who do other BBC shows, they said no, and I think the Premier League as a whole said they wouldn't give post-match interviews, and I think even the commentators stood down. So they had no post-match interviews, they had no press conferences, no commentary, and so forth, and no analysis throughout the day. It is. I've never seen the BBC take as big an L as this. You know, it was shocking. So yeah, so basically people are coming in. So we're paying this TV fee and we're having no analysis, no punditry. Was crazy. But look, man, shout out to your boy Lineker. He did his thing, man. But we're not here for that. We're here for some real talk, man. So, where are we at with this whole thing, man? Let's get things because I wanna make sure that this is all well undone. Aha, beautiful. There we go. So to begin with, there we go. Beautiful. Liverpool. I had that.
We have to start first.
Yes, we do. So I want. Wait, who the heck is playing some kind of Disney's? Bro, I'm just gonna allude to think of something. So I am actually really happy and proud that Mike, Jamal, and Elijah are here. You know, and of course, Smoke is going to be here. So it's going to put more fire into the call. So 7-0, 1-0. I don't understand this. Now, I was on the terrace before the game, and this guy was like, we beat them 9-0 before, we'll destroy them. Boom, boom, boom.
Don't talk to me about that idiot fan, please. That guy's an idiot.
That guy.
HH.
I mean, and also, I'm not going to be like, because he's young. No, when I was 18, I wasn't that. I did not have takes as trash as that.
I'm sorry, I cannot rep that guy.
Yeah, no, that guy came out with trash, horrendous takes, bro. So that guy, so probably blame him. So look, my thing here is, look, see, the problem is systemic. Now, when a problem is systemic, you'll have anomalies. United was the anomaly. So you can have a systemic problem, but still bright sparks here and there. The Liverpool losing, their performance, the way they reacted from going a goal down, is why Klopp has taken this team as far as they can go. And it was perfect because of the United 7-0, and then doing this, it just shows you the inconsistency of this team. Now, here's the thing, and I said this to Terry, and I said this to everyone, that 7-0 will always remain because it's a rivalry. So when you have these rivalries, these results, they will always matter. But they matter over a pint, over a drink, in the bar. But put that to one side, football talk, titles, trophies, moving forward, Klopp in the dude. Because you've lost all of your momentum, and Tottenham won. Brighton, they were winning, but obviously they then drew, but Brighton have games in the hand as well. So this puts Brighton and Tottenham in an even stronger position. Mike, I need to combine both of those things, because maybe from Liverpool perspective, how do you explain 7-0 then 1-0?
I'll explain it in this sense. We went from 7-Up to 7-Up Cherry.
Oh, wow.
That's where we went to. We went to the South Coast. Shout out to Bournemouth.
Yes.
I used to live there. I used to study there.
Oh, wow.
Cranmere
Cool.
Road, Markham Road. Shout out to you guys. The stadium is utter garbage. It is small. I don't even know how that's a Premier League stadium. It should be in League 1, League 2. But shout out to Bournemouth. Creed money, Black Panther money, because now they're owned by Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
So we got done by Black Panther money.
Bro, I think, no, basically, just say Creed 3 tax. That's why it does. Creed 3 tax.
So we went down to the South Coast. We came with arrogance. We thought, oh, look at us, 7-0, Bournemouth, bottom of the league. They ain't gonna do anything. To be honest, the first 20 minutes was actually quite decent. And I thought we should have been at least 2-0 up. And we're playing some decent football. And then all of a sudden, we just decided to stop playing and say, you know what, Bournemouth? Have your chances. Start creating yourself. And then the suicidal defensive high line we play cost us once again. And VVD got turned by Utara from Burkina Faso. Shout out to him. He was fantastic at the AFCON or one of the World Cup qualifiers where I watched him. I was like, wow, this guy's a baller. Absolutely turned VVD. And then Trent sleeping again. And then after they scored the goal, we played like a boomerang. All we did was just go like this. You know, like when you go to the amusement parks and there's those rides that just go like this.
Yeah.
That's what we did. All we went was side to side to side to side. Gakpo had 10 touches in the first half.
Wow. Because I was talking to some guys on the Discord, Liverpool fans on the Discord, and they said that it's the midfield, that the midfield is just trash, and because the midfield isn't functioning well, that's why you don't have that connectivity to the attack. That the midfield is the issue.
I have no clue. There was no pass. Nobody wanted to take risks from this team today. Nobody. They just wanted to play it safe. They just said, okay, we'll keep the ball, but we'll do nothing with it. The only time we looked dangerous was from set pieces.
So goal down, did you agree with Trent being taken off to protect that right side, or do you feel he should have been kept on to try to at least it's a risk, but to at least try and get back in the game?
I don't. Those subs were absolutely horrific. Those subs should be going to The Hague. We bring on Henderson when there's Carvalho on the bench, when we need some creativity. We bring James Milner right back, and then I can't remember who was the third sub. I think Firmino came for Darwin, which I kind of understood. But man, look, Trent was not having the greatest game. He was getting cooked, but I don't. When we need a goal and we have one of our creative outlets go away, and we bring on a 37-year-old so he can just get some more results in the beep test, what's the point? It just doesn't make any sense from Klopp's perspective. It's just weird. Like we have a game on Wednesday. All right, that game is over. We're not beating Real Madrid. I told you many weeks ago we're not beating Real Madrid.
No. He believes.
And then he brings on Milner. It doesn't make any sense. Henderson was just there to get some miles in the tank as well. That's all they did. And this season is just weird. I cannot explain this team anymore. It just seems like we're acting like a mid-table side. We play up to the competition, and we play down to the competition. We just need some inspiration against the big teams. You just see it against Newcastle, against Man City, against United. We stepped up our performances. Tottenham, Arsenal away. Even though we lost the game, I thought we played decently.
Again, I don't want to take credits because this was actually a good book. Because someone said on the comments, Robin Hood FC, and I was like, Robin Hood, this makes no sense. Steal from the rich, give to the poor. You know, like say what's up to the big teams, the small
we're trying
teams.
to do the ultimate task for Everton. We're trying to relegate these guys so badly. So we're like, hey, Bournemouth, get up the Premier League table. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to give everybody hope. But I don't know. It's just terrible this season. I just need this whole midfield to revamped. I need Salah to step up in these performances. Even though he cooked Lisandro last weekend. He sent that penalty back to the pyramids.
Bro, man.
I don't understand from your perspective. You don't think that was a penalty?
Mike, thank you so much. Mike, no. Okay, I have two suggestions. Either we hire penguins as defenders, or we retrain ourselves to jump as penguins. Mike, who jumps? Which human being naturally jumps like this? Unless you are told to for like something, which human being in your natural position and naturally jumps like this? As he was jumping naturally, he's looking this way and the ball hits his arm. Because my thing is, it's basically the issue is the rule. And what needs to be addressed is the rule. Because the rule is if the hand is in any way blocks the rule, then it's a foul. So the issue is that rule needs to be rewritten. You need to knowingly have your hand up there while facing the ball for that to be a handball. If you just jump and you're looking in Timbuktu and then the ball hits you, I'm sorry. That cannot be a handball. So the issue is the rule.
I can understand that it's not a natural position, but if his hand wasn't there, that was going to be a goal. So he's denying a goal-scoring opportunity. Clearly. That would have went in the back of the net.
Wait, should he make his hand disappear? Or...
Look, Smoke, I think it's difficult for Smith in the sense that he's in the air. He can't really just bring down his arms quickly like that, but if you go by the letter of the law, it's a penalty. And it's clear that was going to go in the back of the net. I don't have any discussion about that, so it's denying it. But anyways, we don't deserve a point from that game because we were garbage, just like we've been all season. And hey, you know what? Last weekend was great, but then this is what I like, though, because I saw a lot of Liverpool fans, and this is why I don't get into discussions with idiots on Twitter or social media, because some of these idiots said, yeah, we're coming back against Real Madrid. I'm not going to get into discussion with people that don't understand football. We're going away to the Santiago Bernabeu. We're going to the Santiago Bernabeu and they're expecting us to overturn a 3-goal deficit.
Mike,
I swear, people are smoking crack. We need
Mike,
to get
I've
people
seen
into-
stranger things happen.
into-
I've seen stranger things happen.
I understand that, but clearly, people need to get a reality check. And look, we could probably win the game. Max is 2-1, in my opinion. But yeah, today was garbage, and we move on. It's just, I don't understand. Our next 3 Premier League games, City away, Chelsea away, Arsenal at home.
Yeah, that's correct.
Jamal, talk to me, bro.
First thing, HH, we're very happy that Potter is getting points because we need him to stay. So yeah, so we're very
And
happy.
I'm very happy that we can focus on cooking Liverpool while Chelsea don't have to be within the cooking meal, man.
Yeah, man, I know we still win a trophy this year. Communion shield tax. Yeah, so HH. HH. You see, when we win the league, they released a book called Mentality Monsters. I'm just saying, for anybody who bought that book, take out the paper and wipe your bums with it after you take it dump.
Hey.
Because, bro, it's done. HH, these players are dickheads.
Wow.
Yeah. You know why they're dickheads? Because, bro, why can you get up for a big game? You play Fabinho, run it back. Literally, he run it back like we was in 2020 for Manchester United. And then today, against the Cherries, Bournemouth, small ground, 12:30 kickoff. These guys play like that. It's a mentality problem, HH. I was fully on board with sucking Klopp, and I still might, but I'm holding back now because I'm looking at these players. These players could be a bigger problem than the manager. I'm really thinking that, HH, because how can you get yourself up for a big game and then do this against Bournemouth? I mean, excuse me. I didn't even know who the guys was in that Bournemouth team. Who? Billion? What is a Billion? What is that? Solanke is the play for HH. He's trash. Mike will tell you about Solanke. He's dog.
Billing is a cricket player for England.
Yeah, man.
Billing, he's from Denmark.
Yeah, it's mad. But you know why Klopp have to take heat to HH? Because in the summer, this guy released an interview saying, his midfield is a system. His midfield is everything. If his midfield is not working, then his system can't work. So why didn't you refresh the midfield this summer, bro? It's simple. Why do you have Fabinho and Henderson still in your midfield? These guys' legs are gone. Now, the thing is, give him this summer. We don't know. He said he's going to refresh the midfield. FSG is not sucking him. So we're going to see if he's really the guy or if he's not the guy. But if January comes next season and we're still playing like this, he has to go because he have no excuses, man.
Oh, no, for me, as I said again, like Premier League plus that 7-0 win, Klopp is never getting sacked. He's only going to resign. Yeah. Like he's bought himself like a lifetime contract with Liverpool fans.
But I have to say it.
Yes.
As disappointing as I was today, I expect this because that's how it is in a top 4 battle. A top 4 battle is literally who can be the best at the worst.
Yeah.
Because, bro, Tottenham and us and maybe Brighton and Newcastle, there's a lot of more losses to come. It's going to be up, down, up, down. It's going to the final day. So I think we can still get top 4 as mad as that song because, bro, Spurs are just as bad and Newcastle. So, bro, I don't know who's gonna get this top 4, but it's gonna be an ugly finish.
Yeah, for me, because I was like, okay, Tottenham, these guys are ruling them out, and then Liverpool go and do this. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah.
Elijah, talk to me. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me, Elijah.
My AVI explains everything. Lots of disbelief. I didn't even watch the game. It was 5:30 a.m. in the US, so I couldn't be able to watch it. I wake up first. I watch Six Nations. I watch England get killed by France, and then I see the score line of us losing to the Coca-Cola Cherries.
Yeah, shout out to Bournemouth, man. Shout out to Bournemouth.
It's very peak. It's very peak right now.
Great stadium, man.
Great stadium, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Doesn't it hold like
losing
4,000 people?
Yeah,
we're losing to Bournemouth. I mean, and then what's crazy? I think somebody mentioned Solanke. I heard Solanke play today, so it was pretty mad, man. It was pretty wild. It's disappointing. It's very, very disappointing. From what I know right now, I know that change is coming. We know that there's going to be, referring to what Jamal's saying, I do know, I read and stuff and followed, supposedly change is coming. And I hope change comes as soon as possible. I think we need about 4 or 5 new players. I know supposedly Gvardiola's interested. Supposedly a few other players, some midfielders are interested. Possibly Nicolas Barella could be.
Are you Klopping or out, Elijah? Are you Klopping or out?
Klopp in. I'm Klopp in. I think the thing is Klopp needs to know how to rebuild a team. That's the thing. Klopp now has to know how to rebuild, create his second great team. If he could do that, does that make sense?
No, because he can't make his second great team. So
I don't know how you wear these things for like extended periods.
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah, you tried. But I mean, I think Klopp has to give it a shot. If not, then he can step aside. But I think it's just time for him to build. Let's see what he can do with the rebuild. It's interesting. Top 4 is going to be very interesting because it's going to be. I don't trust Tottenham, and I don't trust Newcastle. Amazingly, I had Newcastle.
I don't trust you guys as well.
Yeah,
And I don't even trust ourselves either. So it's kind of like, the 7-0 thing. So as you know, I said I was going to be shameless for a week. That ended today, sadly.
Yeah.
But it was fun though. It was fun. Like,
but it was fun. Like, no, you can still hold on to it, but still. Okay, wait. Let me. Ricardo, talk to me real brief. This whole Liverpool thing, man. How do you go from 7-0 to a 1-0 snag Rooney by the Cherries?
Well, like I said, I didn't watch the game, but I did see the result. I saw Salah's miss though. That was horrendous.
No. It landed on Venus. Just landed on Venus first. Landed on Venus.
No, but I'm not surprised. This has been the story of Liverpool the whole season, right? They win, lose, win, lose, win, lose.
But off the back of a 7-0 snack.
I mean, this is what happens all the time. Every time one big team gets a great result, they just think like, oh, this is the turn of our season. This is where everything goes right. And it doesn't always happen. Sometimes it happens, but it doesn't always happen. I start seeing football more like fights, like where the matchup actually matters more so than the pedigree of where you're sitting, the pedigree of your club or where you sit on the table.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true.
I'm not surprised. Typically, teams on the bottom are always going to play a low block against teams that are up top, or at least have a firepower. And you would think that maybe Bournemouth, what they saw against Liverpool, against the Manchester United, pretty much giving them 7 and then all their front line scoring 2 goals apiece, they would feel a particular way about how they're going to play. So as a result, Bournemouth aren't Manchester United. They're not going to play offensive football. And that's what happens. That's exactly what happens. And they lost, but they have one game, hopefully in hand, at least to Tottenham. They better not lose that game or else to make things even harder. But at this rate, we can't really say or not if they're going to win their next game.
Wait, HH, very quickly. As bad as these teams has been, should they make that 4th place an European League spot? Because, bro, why are these teams going to be representing the... We are bad, man.
No. At this rate, they have to. At this rate, they have to. So before we come to the exposure of Barcelona, who was that? Ricardo. So Ricardo, here's the thing. So Ricardo, I am a funny guy. I do believe I'm pretty funny. Ricardo, but no. I should be decided. But Ricardo, I think you'll know when I'm cracking a joke. I'm not cracking a joke. This is a very serious topic. It's vindication. Why this guy is smiling, I have no idea. Does anybody have anything more to add with the whole Liverpool thing? Before? Oh God, smoke. Oh Lord.
Bro, chill on this.
Smoke. Focus on Arsenal. Focus on Arsenal, man. Focus. This is not bullying, man. Smoke. This is not bullying.
Life is difficult, right? You know what? I'm ready to begin to think that. That quad run really took out.
Sorry, Smoke. Side note. I apologize on behalf of Africa for Nigeria's elections and so forth. I know that we embarrassed the continent and everything. So on behalf of Africa,
are you gonna blame that on Barcelona as well?
Yes.
You know what's crazy, Smoke? You know what's crazy, Smoke? Their elections made ours look good.
Okay, so Smoke, can we just focus on Liverpool, please? Thank you, Smoke, please. Thank you.
Like seriously, like at first it was a joke, like the whole quad run thing, taking out their legs. But when you look at them, football is cruel at times. Going to the Vitality Stadium and beating Bournemouth is not for everyone, right? And right, it doesn't matter how much you beat your rivals, right? When you go, but now the funny thing though, HH, is we saw shadows of this even last season when we were saying that Liverpool have been scraping by wins.
They were going for the quarter though. Smoke, they were going for the Kodinski, man.
Yes, and they faked it on their legs. Hence, I'm saying that at the end of the day, the thing is, and Arsenal are going to realize this, right? It's not easy to beat even these small teams when they set up in a low block, and at this time of the season, the crunch time. This time is about GID, HH. It's not about performances. It's about results. It's about which players are willing to stand up, right, and get you over the line. And shout out to LD again. This is the importance of money, HH.
It's bigger than LDO, bro.
Nah, don't even try about the LDO.
Yeah, it's bigger.
It has nothing to do with Sadio Mane this season.
That midfield is dead.
There's no connection between the midfield and the attack.
No, there is. You just don't see it because of the legs. What I'm trying to say is this, HH. Salah is not that guy. And he's proved it.
Wait, when you say Salah is not that guy, in terms of what? World class, top striker.
No.
He built the pyramid. So he didn't build the pyramids then.
When the pressure is on him to carry the team over the line. Because it's a pen. Because similar to Arsenal's win against Bournemouth, if Liverpool scores that pen, the momentum shifts. Because now Bournemouth, they have to throw the game plan out of the window. And today we saw it with Haaland. Haaland had the pen. We were struggling too, right? It was a tough game, and this is where your big players have to step up and get you over the line. Ever since he got that big contract, he asked for the money. He says, "No, I'm that guy." God give him the money, time to show that he's the guy, and we've seen the results. HH. Besides his ownership in Manchester United.
No, but let me
what
ask
else
you,
have they taken?
do you think they should sack Klopp or Klopp should be given time to rebuild the team? I think they should sack Klopp because this is the same thing that happened in Dortmund's final season.
Hard though. It's hard though because he's won the only Premier League title. So
if you could have been the right man then, but you could be the wrong man moving forward.
The thing is this: sucking Tuchel, right, was easier because other managers have won you that TL. Right, so it's more like, okay, it can be done, and we have the proof that it can be done. So whereas with Liverpool, it's more like, what if they sack Klopp and then it gets worse? Whoever they bring in doesn't
in life, no risk, no reward. No risk, no reward.
But we're talking about social. This is communist Merseyside we're talking about, right? It's risk is for capitalists.
You better win that CL, bro, because you're talking too much. You better win that Champions League.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me quickly this debate. So, shout out to Alhambra. The ball that left the stadium after Salah's penalty hit the sea and was arrested. Oh, okay. Come on. Okay, we can't do it. Okay, that's wild. That's wild, but Ricardo, relax. That's wild, but that's wild. Sports Party. Wait, hold on. Jurgen Norbert's Robin Hood, take points from the rich, give it to the poor man. Look, man.
Maybe Salah was trying to kick Lineker with that ball.
No. That penalty was wild. And also, I mean, look, I saw what he was trying to do. If it got to on target, that'd have been beautiful. But
you know that was our first penalty this season.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, that is fact.
Yep.
Damn.
Well, in the Premier League or competition?
I think
now we had one in the Champions League.
Oh, Premier League. All right. Omar Rushdie, Trent's positional awareness for the goal is bad for me.
HH.
No. My thing is that I still feel that risky. Here's the thing, though: did he take off Trent to rest him for Wednesday, or did he take off Trent because he was afraid of him being exposed on that right side? That's the thing.
Exposed.
Could be both.
No.
So
then you think that he believes they can come back on Wednesday?
I'm just saying it could be. I don't know, but you know.
Step
but
away from the drums,
do I
Step away
believe?
from the
No, absolutely.
No. Do you think Klopp?
But does Klopp have to think about it? I'm sure. Yeah. Like,
man, look, if they do that, man, low block equals easy to isolate teams with no midfield. Bad. Again, Liverpool decline started even with Mane there. I still feel Mane, who was now moved I think to the striker from position from the flank, I think he would have helped. Look, Mane hasn't been superb for Ban, and Ban fans have said to me that he's been a little bit iffy. But actually, Hokage, do you think Mane would have helped Liverpool, or do you think this would have been beyond Mane from what you've seen for Mane at Bayern?
I think most of the issues come from the midfield. So no, most of Liverpool's issues come from that dog shit midfield. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's dog shit, man.
Have Hope's mistress. Give me back. All right. I'm not going to say that whole thing. I don't know what GOYJ means, but shout. Ricardo.
Your own something.
I don't know. Ricardo, I don't know. Ricardo.
Hit me with it.
All right. So, Ricardo, I want just to show you a screen. That's just a very simple Ricardo. And
I'm gonna shame this, bro.
When I want to show you the screen, I don't want you to say anything for at least a minute.
Okay.
No one say anything for at least a minute. When
So we're having a moment of silence?
Not really a moment of silence, but just I don't want anything to be said. All right. Hold up. Let me just see. Where are we? Hold up. Okay. Let me try and you see that this bum-ass Firefox man being a bitch.
Firefox? Who uses that?
Who the heck uses Firefox?
By the way, you're looking for that picture.
It's 2023. What are you doing, bro?
I'll use that.
No. Basically, no. Guys, you can insult us all you want. I've been using Chrome and it's not really been working well. So, okay, while
Brave,
I try
Brave is a good one.
Brave.
What is that?
Wait, you think I'm gonna open my thing and use a thing called Brave?
You use something called Firefox. Get to it. Get to the picture, bro.
Aha, yes, here we go. So, I will read this. I will read
Whenever
this.
you see a picture of a corner flag, it's bad news.
Yeah, you know it's bad.
Barcelona
Bad news.
have been charged with corruption after payments totaling over 7.3 million euros were made to the ex-vice president of Spain Referees Committee between 01 and 2018. Ricardo, I didn't need to say anything. Ricardo, say nothing. More will follow. Now, hold up.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. My brave people out there.
Real Madrid have called a board meeting for Sunday to discuss alleged attempts by Barcelona to influence referees, the club said. Say nothing, Ricardo. Say nothing, Ricardo. Say nothing. Say nothing. So, Ricardo, just be very aware of all the stuff that's coming to you right now. Here we are. Yesterday, the prosecutor's office made this complaint effective and filed charges with Bartomeu, Rosell, Barca as legal entity and Grau accused. Note, this is only for payments 2014 to 2018. How come? Once for before this period not mentioned in the file. Now, Ricardo, let's see you try and meander your way out of this. Here's my question. Are you embarrassed as a Barca fan knowing we now have legal proof that you cheated me out of a UCL in 2009?
The problem is that there is no proof as of
Oh, really?
No, wait, are we gonna operate on what we want to believe or what is actually there?
Okay, Ricardo.
Look, I'll tell you this first.
Okay, talk to me.
I'm not gonna come at this like a Barcelona fan. I'm gonna come at this as a football fan. Do I think Barcelona should be punished regardless if they're found guilty or not? Of course, I do feel whatever punishment is necessary, so be it. But I am not going to sit here and say my club is guilty when there isn't any sufficient proof. Till right now, if there is, when the preliminary hearings happen, then so be it. That's what I'll say. The problem is that this whole case is built on verbal agreement. It's built on he said, she said so far. So what we don't know, what the prosecution team actually has to prove is what Barcelona did pay was actually used to technically what the dude said, Negreira, that he was paid for favorable referee decisions. That's what he claims. However, what Barcelona claimed is that what they were paying for is for video compilation, technical advice, which is actually a common practice amongst club. The fault that happened out of this is that Barcelona, like idiots, they paid somebody who was who was a vice president at the technical committee of referees, which obviously raises suspicion, especially when you pay him through a private company, which is his company. So unless the prosecution team can prove that Barcelona actually paid what they paid, whichever time period, for actual referees, which they have no proof unless they present it, then they will be found guilty. But as of right now, there quite literally is no proof.
Does anybody believe that's complete
Ricardo.
and utter garbage that Ricardo just spouted for the last minute?
As a Man City fan.
Okay, Smoke, talk to me. So respond to the garbage that Ricardo just spouted for the last minute.
I'm saying
You should know all about this, Smoke. You should know all about these things.
As a Man City fan, right? I know all about it. All I can tell you is don't panic. Eventually the smoke that's clear and then the path.
Wait, is that advice?
Path
Is that advice?
It's just funny because his
noise,
name's
like-
down Smoke, so he said the smoke.
You know, like this is just noise in the background. Like at the end of the day, La Liga has been targeting and picking on Barca for a minute. The same way the Premier League is trying to pick on us. That's what I'm saying. Like
There we
the
go.
only difference is we're not oil brothers. Else we'd have given each other an oil hug. Right.
Oh wow.
But HH, in defense.
Interesting.
All right, sorry.
Interesting.
HH, can you stand the HH and confidently say that it was due to refereeing decision of Pep's beat down on Sir Alex Ferguson?
Smoke, I'm saying that there are certain Smoke. Here's the thing. So without smoke, there's no fire. You know, as the saying goes. So you would know. Smoke.
No, there can be smoke without fire.
No. So smoke. Here's the thing. No smoke.
Yes,
My
that-
thing is
that
this.
You guys never heard of a smoke?
The amount of times we've had UEFA Lona, the amount of times we've seen the whole thing of Barca and referees, this has been the worst kept secrets for years. Years. So Ricardo, because basically Ricardo, he's like a teacher. So he basically can use all these big words and look very cool and talk in this whole way. Look past all that crap that he did because
what are you talking about?
because no because he's using all of these cool words to try and act cool. Ricardo knows that Ricardo knows what he's saying is complete and utter crap. He knows they're guilty. We all know they're guilty. I'm just doing this just for a laugh. He knows they're guilty. So I don't know what that charade was for the last 2 minutes and so forth. So Smoke, we all know what time it is. If they get off, just like your club, they paid off the prosecutors. It is what it is.
Wait, HH, how are they going to pay off the prosecutors when they have no money?
If there was
Mike,
your
the plot
statements
thickens.
need more allegedly.
But
my
HH,
guy.
had it been Madrid, based on the number of penalties they had, then there would have been a case, right, in La Liga. But when I look at Barca, which favorite? It's like they get Bayern almost every year. They get knocked out by Bayern, and the refs. It's like I'm trying to look for these favorable decisions. Where are they?
In that PSG game, bro. That PSG game, Suarez went down, and it was very tricky. Miracle and company.
Guys, hold on. You do realize this is the alleged
This is
corruption
league.
is within the domestic competition. It has
Yeah,
nothing to
yeah.
do
No, Ricardo, Ricardo, I got you. Ricardo, I got you.
Yo, you guys are
No.
shameless. It has nothing to do with.
Okay, Ricardo, let me use an analogy. Well, hold on, Ricardo, let me use an analogy. If a guy steals in a village, you don't think a guy can steal when he goes to the palace?
Very good point.
A thief is a thief.
Yo, drop the brick. Drop the brick.
Come on, guys, come on. That's a good analogy. That's a good analogy. So if a thief, hold on. Let me land. Let me explain.
You
Can
crashed.
I land this plane?
No,
A
you're
thief
dead already.
is a
We're dead
thief. Is a thief. If a guy steals in the village, he'll steal in space. He'll steal in the past. He'll still on Krypton. He'll still in Sokoto. He'll still in Port Harcourt. He'll still anywhere. So my thing, Ricardo, is it is a character trait. They're saying we're from Barca, all because they paid the domestic refs. You don't think now, if we can pay this domestic ref, let's take this over to UEFA. Let's take this to FIFA. It's global. It's worldwide. Ricardo, there is nothing you will say to me that will make me think about 09 differently. You stole that UCL from me. You stole it from me. And Ricardo, I will always hold it. So, Ricardo, I will use this as my ammunition. As my ammunition of what you stole from me in 09, you thief. You thief. Theft.
If you steal in the village, they'll drop bricks on you. So, with that said, drop a brick.
No. Here's the thing. No. You're an amazing thief. You steal without anybody knowing. And also, because you're so good with stealing in the village, and you're actually helping people, you're basically walking two guys. Basically, go watch your Jimbo or Fistful of Dollars. You are playing off of each other. So you're not taking those theft skills to the palace, to the kingdom, to the mountain. A thief in a village is a thief in a palace, is a thief in the kingdom. A thief never changes his character traits. And that's what we're saying about Ricardo right now.
You're making it worse. Just drop the brick yourself. You're playing as Crash.
Doesn't this analogy? Come on, it makes sense.
It doesn't make sense.
No, this is like yes.
Okay. I'll be okay. Hold on. I'll put this up here. I don't want to bring Dell into this. Ricardo said, "Oh, but this only applies for domestic referees. How we do this bad for the referees." If you're paying a domestic referee, that shows your character traits of cheating domestically. So you think that if you cheat domestically, you can't cheat internationally? The fact that the fact that you paid that Spanish domestic ref means that you paid Ovrebel. Ricardo.
He wasn't a
No,
ref.
shush. Ricardo, show me Ovrebel's bank account for the year circa 2009. If you can't show it to me, you're guilty. Daniel, talk over him. Over him.
So can the chat remind me which country Obrevo was from? I swear it was somewhere Nordic. So Denmark, Sweden, Finland, somewhere in there. That doesn't have anything really to do with Barcelona paying Spanish referees for decisions in the Spanish league. The only way that you could maybe connect.
Wait, did you hear my analogy?
Norway. Thank
you. You can thief anywhere, man. You can thief anywhere.
Thank you, Jamal gets it. Thank you. Jeez, continue.
Let me land though. Like I'm actually flying. Like you've crashed long ago. The only way that you can actually link it to 2009, if you wanted, was did Barcelona cheat? If allegedly, was there enough there to stop Barcelona from even getting into the Champions League in the first place? Should they have gotten a league second spot, third spot, fourth spot? That's the only way that you could link it to Chelsea. If Barcelona shouldn't have been in the Champions League. If not, then this is really just confirmation bias for everybody that hates Barcelona. Everybody that hates Barcelona anyway, that is just like they cheat. So now we have some little bit of maybe something evidence that's just there to be like they've done it.
HH.
Ricardo, shush, you already spoke.
La Liga ref into the Champions League game.
Sorry. Say again.
Did they bring the La Liga refs into the Champions League game?
That's the point.
Look, well, we can check it. I'm saying
all Spanish referees are Spanish. Like, what are we talking about here?
No. Yeah, of course, yeah. What's it called? Kenny, talk to me. Your thoughts on these guys paying the referee in 09.
Obviously,
I didn't crack a joke. Jeez, okay.
It might have been the case, or it might have just been a poor referee. But anyways, this looks like it's more of a domestic case, so we never know. Maybe they could have, but there's no proof of that. So obviously, I'm a guy. I go off of work and what they can prove. So if they can prove all that, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, obviously.
So kind of you're waiting for proper evidence to solve and everything, for the cost, please.
No, obviously the people know. If you're a real football fan and you watch the game, you know that was clear. Something was going on that game. So obviously, I don't count that UCL for them. You know what I'm saying? But
you guys were losing.
No one does.
No.
I would love to come here and say the evidence in this whatever news story points to Chelsea being robbed in 2009. I would love to say that. Nothing would pleasure me more than getting that back a little bit. But I don't think this evidence points towards that. It just helps a supposition that people already have, but it's not.
Yeah, that they're cheats. Mike, thoughts on confirmation that Barca pay referees and that's in their character traits?
You're trying to make any kind of justification for that 2009 scandal that happened to you.
Yo,
But
Michael,
it's okay, AJ.
Michael,
No, wait, Mike, no, hold on, no, wait, Ricardo, shut up. No, Ricardo, shut up. Mike, it's not a scandal, it's truth, it's truth. Mike, can you talk over this dude? Mike, can you just talk over this guy?
So this has been happening from 2001 to 2018.
Yes.
Now, in 2001, it said that they had a verbal agreement. So was the verbal agreement, did somebody have a recorder on a Nokia 3310?
They had nothing.
Is this what's happening here? How, like, there's no pen and paper or anything written down, oh yeah, we're going to give you this money and this. No, they said verbal agreement. I don't know how they're going to prove this, but if Barcelona gets
unless he confesses, unless that Jose Maria guy confesses.
Unless he confesses,
and mates, Jose, wherever you are, confess. Do in the words of Spike Lee, do the right thing. Do the right thing, bro.
So, all I have to say is, if this is proved to be true, then Bartomeu needs to be in The Hague immediately. Bro, this guy tried everything to destroy Barcelona. He might go down as the worst president, I think, ever. Honestly.
Michael, you know what the best part is? This guy is so bad at being a president, he doesn't even know how to corrupt successfully.
Nah, Bartomeu, man, this guy needs to go to jail ASAP. Is he still living in Barcelona? Because if he is,
he can't be. He can't be.
He's got to leave immediately. So, yeah, look.
like he ain't safe, man. He ain't safe.
They said that this is going to go on for a year, this whole investigation, and, payments can be made, but they're going to need some KC to buy some grass. That's what they got to do. Because they got to pay some prosecutors.
Wait, hold on. So, how does it feel to consistently beat down on cheats, which is actually done? And so forth. So does that actually make you prouder that you were able to consistently pimp smack cheats?
Isn't it doy if they're beating cheats?
Yeah, no, it's doy. It's doy.
As much as I'd like to slander Barcelona, HH, this points nothing to the Champions League, bro. This has nothing to do with the Champions League, dude. And to top it all off, I don't think I believe this.
Do I have to say this analogy?
Hokage, let him believe that it is.
Let Hokage cook. Let Hokage cook.
Who cares about your analogy, bro? I steal things and I don't steal from I don't care. But anyways, I swear, like most Spanish refs are Real Madrid fans anyway. So I don't even think I believe this bullshit that they were paying refs to win games. Now, I bet they paid this dude for some reason, maybe had something on him, but I doubt it was to win games. It doesn't even matter, dude. Who cares? I mean, what are they going to do? Give the league titles Barcelona won to the second place team? Like, that never happened. So, in the end of the day, if Barca does get fined for something, they'll be fined some kind of money and nothing will happen to them. So, I mean.
Segunda? They won't go Segunda?
No, that's not. If we're being completely honest, demoting Barcelona is a huge hit on the entire.
Yeah, you can't demote them, bro.
Yeah.
That's the whole league right there, Barcelona.
Oh man, you guys make me sick.
You're so shameless, Agent. You're actually the best at me.
That's funny though.
No, smoke, relax. I don't think you understand. Maybe it's because it's an African thing. I don't think you understand how painful it was to see.
No.
I don't think you understand how painful it was to see Drogba in his slippers, be angry and so forth. That is an image that has burnt into my head. So Ricardo, it is something that and also I'm very petty. I never let go of anything. It is something that really pissed me off. So anything I can use. When someone showed me this story, I couldn't wait to do this because I had a full meal, so I couldn't wait. And I will use this. I will believe what I want to believe. Ricardo, there is nothing anybody will tell me to say that this doesn't form a basis. So and Ricardo, I will keep waiting until it is fully proven. Okay, cool. It may not be the right evidence and so forth. Okay, but Ricardo, I'm not Johnny Cochran. Okay, yeah, my mom's a lawyer. I'm not. Okay, but we'll keep waiting until the evidence, because this is the tip of the iceberg. And Ricardo, if Jose Maria does the virtuous thing and says yes, I did have a verbal agreement. Ricardo, we're going to have a meal with Todd Bowley. We're going to have a meal.
Even if he did have a verbal agreement, sorry, that's not what they have to prove. Don't they have to? is what Barcelona paid for. They don't. That's the thing. You don't know what Barcelona. Nobody knows what Barcelona paid for. The guy that accused Barcelona or Negreira, whatever that guy, you can't just be like, oh yeah, that's what they paid me to give favorable decisions. Okay, where is the evidence? That's what he has to prove, or the prosecution team has to prove.
Well, we have to hope that there's a paper.
Now,
wait. Weren't there Blackberries in 01, 02? When did the Blackberry come out?
No, I think I was like mid.
That's like
that was the prime years of the Nokia. Shout out to Nokia.
Yeah,
but Nokia had Snake. What else did Nokia? Did Nokia have like Notepad, or could you?
No, just
no. This is too old for me.
That was the prime years of Nokia, bro.
I just remember Snake.
That was the foundation of Finland, because you know Nokia's from Finland.
Oh, is it? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now
Bro, my Nokia brick was this thing with a freaking antenna, man. It was like this.
You should remember you was about 30 or 40.
Okay, relax. I'm young. I turned 20 this year. 20 this year. So, Elijah, thoughts on Barca being proven to be cheats?
So this right here needs to stop. That needs to stop, because if you're talking about 09 HH, I think in a way you still owe us from that second leg in the quarterfinal. Then, if that's what you want to do, but relating to what Ricardo has said, honestly, if there's no evidence, Barcelona's fine, bro. Like.
Evidence.
God, that's what you want.
You need evidence.
Evidence. Oh, there's no evidence. You see, you guys need to think three-dimensionally. See, you guys, you're thinking 2D. You're thinking 2D. Oh, there's no evidence and so forth. You have to look between the lines. You see, that's why you guys don't watch enough of the detective stuff. I'm thinking 4D. I'm looking beyond evidence. Evidence.
4D. You skip 3D. You know.
Evidence, my ass.
Let Elijah cook.
This is not Law and Order Football Edition. You know Law and Order, the TV show. Right?
Yeah, good. CSI.
We're not doing that here. There is no.
I don't think that's how it goes, Kenny.
Exactly.
Wait, hold up. Okay, I don't know what that says, but I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell that is, bro. So,
as I was saying.
Oh my.
There's not enough proof, or there's not enough body of work to show that Barca did anything criminal-like. Because if there was something that could show that Barcelona did something criminal-like, we'd
okay, Elijah. Okay. Doesn't it show a character trait? Character flaw.
No, HH.
Okay. So Elijah. Elijah. Wait, hold on, Elijah. Now, I hate to be a lot smarter than most guys on this panel and so forth and everything. So I think you obviously are a more highly intelligent than a lot of these bricks I've got to deal with and everything. So Elijah, you do understand my village analogy. Which is that if a thief steals in a village, a thief will steal in a palace and in a kingdom as well. You understand that analogy?
I understand that, but why isn't
Thank
the
you.
thief being caught?
No, you don't.
Wait, hold on. So Elijah, what's that?
Why isn't the thief being caught in the first place?
Can I respond?
Why? Go ahead.
He's a great thief.
So if he's a great thief, why is he in the village? If he's a great thief, why is he in the village?
If you're a great thief,
no. That's no. Okay, guys, it's really not that complicated. He lives in a village. He likes to steal from people, but he steals in a way that nobody can catch him. He steals enough, which means that he leaves the village and goes to the palace. He is now rich and good to do for, but because he has a character of him being a thief, even though he's rich and lives in a palace, he still steals in a palace. A thief is a thief is a thief. A thief never changes his character.
Some Nigerian bedtime story.
You know that you're actually supposed to be suspended for this whole thing because you got a red card. So you're lucky you're even here. Elijah, continue.
Yeah, so as I was saying, there's not enough concrete evidence to show that Barca did anything. Therefore, this, as the friends say, let it go. Just leave it alone. There's no point in this. At most, they're gonna get a fine. Maybe a few things.
Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you. Someone gets it. God damn, it's not that hard.
The thief is in the village to stay undercover. Okay.
Yes. Thank you. Jesus, man.
But isn't the ref the government? So who is he paying? Who's the thief
exactly?
paying?
Who is he paying?
Who's he paying? Because Barca is paying some money.
They're paying the guy that they're paying. He was the vice president of the technical committee of referees. He has a job. His job is to promote and demote referees amongst the divisions of football. He actually does, from as far as I read, his job actually doesn't tell which referees you're instructing. Now, if it was, then that would be a different case. It makes him look more suspicious, but that was not his role. And there's like 4 vice presidents in the whole committee. So,
and Ricardo, not to cut you off, those payments are put in escrow. Am I wrong?
To be honest, I don't know as far as that, but what has been like said out there, like I try to look at non like biased, like very neutral like sources. Although I do look at the very like ones that are favoring a side, but the common conclusion is that this is a verbal agreement, and this is gonna be he said, she said. So unless the prosecution team again can find some sort of evidence that
text messages, emails, voicemails.
So in HH's analogy, who's the ref in the village?
You see, I'm just
ref.
confused now. Like what?
No. The ref lives in the kingdom. The ref doesn't have to live in the village. What does the ref live in the village? And so forth.
Yo, this is
J2S hasn't spoken. J2S, your thoughts on Barca being known
what
as
story
cheats?
is this in the Bible again? Like, what chapter is it?
Okay, J2S, I stopped at Genesis, so and everything. Thoughts on Barca being shown to have the character of cheats?
I mean, again, I'm gonna say it again. Nothing's been. There's nothing in this case so far. There's no evidence. They've
Okay.
literally said it.
Okay. If someone says that's what the evidence again, I'm gonna go crazy. So J2S, forget evidence. J2S, forget evidence. From what you're seeing, the smoke you're seeing, does it show that Barca looks very, very tricky? No,
Man, J2S,
from the allegations you're seeing, you're looking at Barca a bit funny. From these allegations.
No, not really, because there's nothing there. As I just said, yeah, people are going to use the conspiracy theories to make this seem like, oh, this is the proof.
Say the word again. Say the word again.
Jason, I want to make it very clear. The only proof they have is the actual invoice, the payments that Barcelona were making. That's the proof they have. But what they have to prove is that whatever Barcelona paid for was actually like bribing of the referee.
Sure. Yeah. No. This is Dino tax. All because Dino gave birth to all of you guys, you're being biased and so forth. This is Dino tax.
Even the main charges are from 2014 to 2018, so that gets rid of your 09 narrative.
No. Wait, did he say that? 2001 to 2018. I don't know where that's all that years. 2001 to 2018.
No, they want, but it's the ones against Bartomeu. They're only from 2014 to 2018, and that's the one which got Bartomeu. He can't. He doesn't have to be corrupt.
HH, when allegations come to the Boli consortium that they used UNICEF money to pay for the transfers, what will?
Damn.
Well, evidence
Are we going to talk about the Abramovich?
Where's that coming from?
Whoa. Excuse me. Barca are on trial here.
UNICEF money is crazy.
Barca are on trial here.
Barcelona.
The money is clean. Money is clean.
We don't have no UNICEF connection.
Yeah, what are you on about? Half-Hope's mistress. Give me my UCL. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah, they have a claim. I'm sorry, they have a claim.
No, that was a red card.
We should all go to court. We have a claim.
No, they don't, bro.
Everyone has a claim.
They don't.
QC8. We all know those bombers, filthy, stinking cheats who robbed Chelsea blind in the 09 UEFA Lona. Your greatest error, you complete and utter filthy, stinking cheats, is null and void. Yeah, QC8. I agree, man. I agree. Half-Hope's mistress. Juve are 8th. I repeat, 8th.
Hey, I'm hearing that there's
points deduction, bro. And they can still get top 4. Trust me, they can still get top 4.
Oh, wait, HH, I heard their points could get reinstated. Is this true?
No. No.
It's true. Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Italy's just a crazy place.
Yeah, because Juve and Barca share the same guys who basically pay off guys on. Oh, I get it. Alhambra. Sorry, Barca v Barca B derby. Yes. What's it called? La Liga Poli. What's it called? Wait. How does it say? Putopole. Was it Putopole or whatever it's called? Like, what's the Spanish version of Calcio Poli? Whatever that is. 30 season. Deduct points from Barca now. HH09 was the most obvious thing I've ever seen in my entire life of watching sports. I know. Meske un club, more like Meske un bombs. UEFA Lona. There we go. Love that. 1.4 million to pay 20 plus refs and plus more for linesmen and for the fourth referee and for VAR and for the entire system. It all makes sense. It all connects. That's not enough to even corrupt anything. What's this guy saying? It's like saying pay the judge $5 to convince every cop.
He's saying that basically it's not enough money.
You'd have to be more money to pay everyone else.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, because you're the experts. Yes. Yeah. Show me your credentials, man. Get out of here, man. 14 UCLs. Barca will never win a CL with VAR in place. Yeah, I know. QCA. Negera, after his last check, I can help with VAR. Of course. No. I told you. Barca should be watched. They should be watched, man. Alhambra. If it's true, if it would be true, post steals in a village, and that gent shall steal it in a palace. H.H. Almanac 1768. Now look, guys, I don't understand how this analogy is. I'll say it again. Okay, Samasi is right. The real thing is, wait, hold up. Samasi is right. The real thing is a leper never changes his spots, but I like my own. A thief never changes his which means that a thief that steals in hell steals in heaven. A thief that steals in heaven steals on earth. Okay, hold up. Is that easy for you? A thief that steals in hell steals in heaven. A thief that steals in heaven steals in earth. Bro,
you can't steal in heaven, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
At least it makes a bit more sense than the last one with the village.
How did the thief get to heaven, bro?
Yeah, exactly. How did the thief get to
heaven? They got this stuff mixed up.
Robin Hood, man.
It keeps getting worse. I think it's best to just stop it.
Peter.
HS is a prophet, man. You guys are not in the vision.
So, SK, how do you feel that 09 has been proven and so forth?
I'm not gonna lie to you, HH. I don't even. What is the news going on for Barcelona? There's been allegations that Barca had a verbal agreement with a referee for favorable decisions, and we've all agreed that now goes over because if they had favorable decisions domestically, we all agreed that now goes internationally and so forth. So basically, we all came to an agreement that Barca have actually been doing some very, very dirty stuff behind the scenes. Thoughts on this revelation? All I can say, if this is true, this is kind of crazy.
Yes, it is. I agree.
This is enough to like rewrite all of human history. To be honest, if this is true.
Well, let's as SK we don't need to ridicule things. Okay, like I don't answer that's your sarcasm. This is very serious, bro. So the one about writing human history.
I have a question. Okay,
yes, sir.
Let's suppose it's true, right? And let's say that all the evil things that we want to think about Barcelona are true.
Yes.
How would that, in your guys' mind, affect the Messi legacy? If indeed they take away La Ligas and different things that have been won in Spain, does that affect Messi at all, or is what he's done it's untouchable because it's in our memory already?
No. Look, see, that doesn't affect Leo Di Maria in that way because
wait, who?
Because
Respect,
who?
No. Because look. See,
and HH just let's see.
Yes.
I asked because I've been seeing Ronaldo fans like, oh, this is our time to tear
Oh,
him
damn.
down. I'm like, y'all, it's just, I hate them.
We're back outside, man. We're back outside.
No, Daniel, to answer your question, when it comes to like that type of corruption, I can never blame the players because they still got to go out there and perform.
Exactly.
You can blame the club, yes. You can blame the institution, yes. But the players, I mean, unless the players themselves, because Messi's getting he gets a lot of money. So unless he's paying the referees directly, they don't care.
Ricardo, you know who's screwed though? You guys, you know who's really screwed? One Josep, Pep Guardiola. How are you in 2 corruption cases? one in Manchester City, and one
Yes,
in
yes, speak on it. Yes,
How?
yes, speak on it.
How?
Okay, hold up. Before you go, yes, yes, speak on this revelation, Spike. Yes, yes, speak on this revelation. How bad does it look for Barca?
Bro,
It looks bad.
The streets know. The streets are all knowing. We all know this. You wait for Lona. We so from time. The streets made that name time ago.
Yes.
We know this. You guys,
Ricardo, can you let a guy cook?
Can I ask you a question? Quick question.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's just say, if you had the referees on your side in the 2011 Champions League final, do you guys still think you would have beaten Barcelona?
Listen. Listen, you guys gave what was the red card you guys gave? Was the Arsenal game when you guys said, "Oh my God"? Listen. All I'm saying is, give me Chelsea again. Give me Chelsea again. That final, and we'll say what's up.
Yes, sir. All I'm gonna say is it wasn't raining that day, so calm yourself.
But all I'm gonna say is, listen. Even I was thinking, you know.
Did the ref prevent you? Did the ref prevent United from getting the ball from Barca's players?
Yeah. No. Yes, yeah. It applies to 09 and not 2011 was Nightmare on Elm Street, bro.
That's why Alex was shaking, bro, because he knew.
Epilepsy. Yes, talk to me.
No. But you know, all jokes aside, this is actually crazy, Ricardo. I don't understand why this came out now. Because the thing is, this is
it's embarrassing.
Things like this, like, it's very hard to prove. Because like, what actual evidence do you have? Other than if you have like payments, you know what I mean? Like, you have payments. Like all Barcelona got caught on with they paid this referee, this guy, and he was like the vice chairman for the refereeing committee, and their explanation is, we use him for tactical, and then the whole thing sounds fishy, and that's what the whole situation is.
So yeah, you're waiting for evidence. You don't believe they're guilty. You're waiting for evidence.
I don't like them to like give me hope, you know. If the fact that 2009 2011 might come to us, we might actually be 5 times.
Yes. No. Hold on. Yes, I'll say again. Yes, I'll say again. 2011 doesn't count because you were given a footballing lesson. 09, the referee literally said what's up to us. 2011 was footballing heritage.
Wait, AJ, you do realize that John Terry slip is the difference between Chelsea not being bigger than Manchester United.
Relax.
I
don't know if I agree with that one.
HH though, here's the thing though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna say something wild.
Yeah, don't lie. No, please lie. I'm not gonna lie. Please lie.
I'm gonna say something crazy, guys. I condone cheating in football.
What?
If you
hold
on.
I believe we have a brick door winner right here in Sofa.
Can I land?
I believe we have a brick door winner.
Tell Gala to record that.
No. Here's the thing, guys. If you can cheat and get away with it, then you should. Like this is saying that if you're not cheating, then you're not trying to win.
Bro, are you Eddie Guerrero? What's going on, man?
Okay, yes, crazy extent. You're saying that you condone cheating.
Yeah, I do, because at the end of the day, it changes. Like,
you double down.
No, because like, I do. No, here's the thing. If you can't beat them, cheat. If you can't beat them, cheat. Pay the referees. Do everything you can to win. I don't mind. Like, because here's the thing. I don't. The thing is, like, I'm at the assumption that cheating happens in football regardless. Do I believe Manchester City are cheaters? Heck yeah. Do I believe that Juve still cheat? Absolutely.
There's no proof.
Hold up. Listen. Do I believe that some of the decisions that Barcelona get are iffy? 110%. If the cheating has
I have a question.
Yeah, that's it.
So
cut that bitch off.
We're Man United. Why have Man United not been cheating with all the money that they?
Yeah, all this Fergie time and all that stuff. You guys have some other stuff as well going on.
Listen, Kenny.
Why did the cheating stop in 2013?
Listen, SK and Kenny. I think like the banking situation changed. I think we went to a different bank. Our transaction wasn't going through. I think that's what happened, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
JP Morgan.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. The one thing that I would criticize about the Glazers for the dumbest thing they ever done was, why do you not allocate money for the referees? Set money down for the referees so you can pay them, bro. Come on, bro.
Sorry, Mike. What do you want to say, Mike?
Oh no, I just
you know in FIFA when it's career mode and you have to do the sliders for like budget. He wants one for referees.
Yeah. Sorry, Mike.
Oh no, I was just gonna. I have an update on the brick door odds for this year.
Please talk to us.
Core is 5-1 at the moment. HH is 3-1 because of his recent performances. Because man, you've been dropping some bricks, and Yassir is 2-1, clearing out favorite as he always is. And after this performance,
No, come on, Mike. I didn't see real check because last time I checked, I think Yassir was evens. Last time I checked, he was evens.
I think I figured it out with Yassir's new spiel. I think maybe he placed a bet with someone that he's gonna win the book.
Oh, so he pulled Ivan Toney. So Yassir's the Ivan Toney of the HH
He's saying some of the most brickest things.
Yes, he's gonna say fixed. Hold on, Yassir, shush. Just say Albert Carenias, and there it is. Yikes! Oh God. If Leo Di Maria could buy the UCL and League, then he could buy the World Cup. A certain Portuguese legend could never sue 5 UCLs versus. wait, hold up. Ricardo, wait. When was that match where like they were chanting Messi and Cristiano was like, "This"? So was that the last match?
Yeah, it was the last match.
Yeah, it was like this weekend.
Ronaldo? No,
done, bro.
I genuinely feel so bad for Ronaldo. This man can't catch a break, bro.
No, I don't. I feel no sympathy for him. No, I don't.
We know.
Albert Cardenas again. Hold up. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Barca, thank you. Yes. Okay, Gatlock. Now, I don't know what I want to bring this up, but Gatlock.
Oh, man.
Gatlock. This is just messed up.
Only him.
HH is the INEC of YouTube. HH.
INEC are the people who run the Nigerian.
Wait. What? Daniel, you didn't have to. Okay. Maybe people wouldn't even know. What the hell?
No, there was a Nigerian flag there, I think.
Oh, for God. Gatlock. This is some self-hating ish, man. All right. What's it called? Daniel, I'm gonna need you for this as a hardcore Chelsea fan, man.
I gave that one up years ago, but
that's like you never do. Once a Chelsea fan, always a proper Chelsea. Felix, talk to me. Okay, no, before you go. Here's my
wait, hold on, before you move on, I'm just gonna say I gotta head out. All right, y'all have a good stream.
Okay.
You've defended your club. You can go.
So, Daniel, here's the thing about Felix.
Felix the cat.
Their dust has no place for thy luxury.
What?
So, can I land my points, please? Luxury players, there's no place for them in today's day and age, you know. And I feel that Felix is from my era. That's it. He's from my era. So let me speak to you youngers. Felix is from my era. And my era is eras where you had well-defined specific roles. Because in that era, you had that luxury player where all he was about was that specific thing, being a specialist. But things are different. You have to be a jack of all trades, and you have to do more and contribute more. Luxury, the number 10 doesn't exist. The luxury player doesn't exist. Where is Ozil? Where's James Rodriguez? Can a Berbatov exist in today's world? Can a Dean exist in today's world? Felix is a luxury player who I feel is out of place in modern football. Now, I feel this is wrong because if I was a manager, I would bring back the luxury because I am here to protect the techniques. I told you, I was put on this earth. I was put on this earth to protect the techniques. But I feel Felix needs management and he needs proper coaching because he's a very talented player who is lacking coaching and direction. And without proper coaching and direction, he'll just be a talented player that lacks proper effectiveness in games on a consistent basis. Danny, see to that, you say what?
I think I hear your general point about the game, about like how we don't have those classic number 10s anymore, like the Ozils and those kinds of guys. I feel like if you're Chelsea and the way that they want to play, there's not enough in midfield to carry someone like that. And I don't know if Felix necessarily fits the Ozil archetype as such, but I kind of get where you're going with it. But if you have Enzo and Kovacic, I don't know if there's enough in midfield really to supplement someone just kind of being a free rider and just getting the ball and just kind of finding things and just making them happen in that sense. And then you have to take into account you're dealing with Havertz as well. Mudryk, I mean, the less said, the better for me. So it's just, I think the way that Chelsea want to play doesn't get the best out of a player like that. That being said, I don't think that position necessarily has to die. It just has to find the right place. And I don't know if what Chelsea are doing right now with like 3 at the back, 2 midfielders, and then the front 3 could get the best of like your classic archetype of a number 10. But I would basically like Havertz is basically more that kind of player these days, like just basically a striker who comes back and supports and finds things.
Wait. Do you still see Havertz as a striker, or do you see that as you saw him play today, where he plays a little bit more deeper, a much more of a free role, that is his strongest position?
That's what he is. He's a false 9. Like he's in an ideal world, Havertz plays in like a 4-4-2, and he's the striker that's behind the main guy.
Yes,
but they don't do that anymore, so they need to find a place for him, and that's they've put him up top. Can you have Havertz and Felix doing their thing together in big games? Probably not. I mean, when you're playing Leicester, you can maybe get away with it, but if they're playing City or
Liverpool,
I was going to say Liverpool, but I caught myself. Whoever they're going to play in the Champions League, I don't know if I'd want to see that necessarily. Now, if Chelsea get Conte back and to some level of fitness, I
thought you said Conte.
No, K-A-N.
Please, K-A-N.
N'Golo. I do think you can have a luxury player because Conte at his best kind of makes up for some of the things that you lack from one of those creative number 10 players.
So I think if Conte is in that team, if we could see the best of Felix.
I said if Conte was at his best. I'm thinking Conte from 2-3 years ago. The Conte that's going to return, we don't know what that is after hamstring surgery and whatnot. So, but you need a player like that in midfield to basically make up the numbers for your luxury player. But I think I understand where you're going with it. I don't know if Felix quite fits the kind of Ozil. That's like the marquee one in my head.
Felix is gonna have he's gonna be in a sticky situation because I don't think you guys should buy him because you guys have Nkunku coming in, same mold, way better, and Havertz same mold. So you can't, if you guys buy Felix, you guys can have 3 of the similar players. Then you're stuck in the same position where you have all these useless players like Ziyech, Pulisic, Mudryk, and all that. So
no, you are because I think someone made that point on the reaction shows that with Nkunku coming in, you now have 3 players who their best position is in that little hole in the space between the attack and midfield. So, okay, do you know what it is? Okay, I'll be real. Is that I have to try and be mature about this. I just like Felix's approach to the game. So basically it's like mature HH and immature HH. Immature HH, I'm like, Felix is my guy because I just like what he's trying to do and his football brain.
When is he going back
But
home, HH?
wait, hold up. But but mature HH is like the mature responsible thing is it ain't gonna work.
And the thing is,
it ain't gonna work, which pains me.
And the thing is, HH, where is he gonna go? Because he's gonna go at Atleti. It's not gonna work out from there. Memphis took his place, and he's playing way better than. You know what I mean? Like, where is he gonna go?
Okay, I'll be real with you. Whichever idiots signed that blood pact with Atleti ruined his entire career. What Felix needed was he needed to move to the right club from Benfica. Him moving to Atleti and spending years has pretty much ruined him because him and Simeone just do not get along. What he needed was the right coach. Remember when Cristiano first came to United? Great talent, But Ferg was like, bro, mate, you can't just be doing all these step overs and nothing. Like in that first season for United, Cristiano was just a step over merchant that had zero effectiveness. Fergie refined, and he became even better. Felix is screaming for a coach to improve his decision making, basically improve his footballing decision making, because you're sitting here with a lot of talent but has horrible decision making on the ball.
HH, where is
Sounds
that?
like
Hold on, sorry, Hokage.
Say he were to leave Atleti. Where is that? Where is it? Because if he goes to Pep, he's just going to be a system player. It's not going to work at Chelsea. Maybe Arteta, maybe Ten Hag. I don't know. I wouldn't want him at Bayern. We have too many attackers. PSG is a joke. Juventus, no. Napoli, can they afford him? The thing is, that's why I'm saying he's kind of screwed right now.
You know, actually, you know what? You know what? He may know this may seem like a step down to him, but I think he needs to go to vibes. And what I mean by vibes, Dortmund. You see, no. Because the reason why I say Dortmund is I don't know what other team his kind of football can work at, and a manager will put up with it. You put him in that Dortmund team where it's just guys just playing and so forth. I think that is not for sure. I think that is the best, because I can't think of any other destination that's a player who plays like him. A manager would have, because any top team on top club, you've got to get effectiveness and numbers.
But
Zeman, you're not allowed to speak on this whole thing. You're not allowed to speak.
I don't even know the player you're talking
Aren't
about.
you using kind of past iterations of what Dortmund was? Like back when they had, Götze, Kagawa, like all
There's
those.
still vibes. There's still vibes.
They're not paying that type of money, man.
They're not like that anymore.
Let's be real. There's too many excuses for the guy, man.
Okay, you hate him. I get it. Let's move on to Havertz, man.
I don't hate him.
I know you hate him. I know he's horrible. I know he's horrible. It's horrible. I know he hates him.
No, but you talk about Atletico. Like Griezmann, before he was from Real Sociedad, is the same type of player. Simeone, like there's too many excuses for the guy. The guy is just an inconsistent player. He's a decent player. He's good on the ball and all that. But like I said, these days the guy is not effective enough.
I know.
I'm watching him there. You're saying he's that great of a creator. He's playing right now.
I didn't say he's that great of a creator.
And in front of goal,
look, I agree with you. Okay, wait, hold up. I never said he's that great of a creator or so forth. I get it. He's not effective. I get it. Doesn't do well. Look, here's I told you, there's the mature part of me, and the immature part of me is like, man, I like his approach to football, but the mature part of me is like, I'm sorry, it's not effective. But I see a talented player. Hey, Zeman, I swear to you, Zeman, if you speak it, I'm going to throw you out this whole thing, man. I get it. He is simply not effective enough. He's simply not effective for a team. I understand.
It's Ajax. It's Ajax. That's his club.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Ajax is his club. Once Tadic leaves, they can accommodate a player like Felix. That's basically
the point.
But no. But let's be real with you. Tadic is a lot more consistent in what he does than Felix. Tadic plays, like
you're asking me, like, find a club for him that fits him.
It's got to be. Because
it's got to be one of those next.
He's not a Tadic replace. I sort of get it, but look.
Tadic can actually play off the flank, so I don't know.
But you know what it is. Yes, I'll give you know what it is.
Levi's ready to cook, man.
Wait, cook what? No, Zeman, you're not talking on this. No, Zeman, you're not cooking.
I'm not even here. No,
Zeman. You can talk on Havertz, Zeman. You can talk on Havertz. I'm never hearing anything from you about Zeman.
It's crazy.
Zeman, can you mute your mic? Goddamn. So here's the thing. Wait, hold on. My thing here is this. Okay, guys. I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. I wanted it to work so badly, and it hasn't, and I'm pissed off.
9 million.
It is what it is.
9 million loan, bro. Or was it 11 million loan?
But
yes, it talks to me. Okay. And also, I'm touching on Havertz as well, man.
Felix, bro. Like, I feel like sometimes villains, bro. It's weird. Football has villains, and they have so-called like protagonists, people that people fall in love with. Pep Guardiola is a hero.
He's a villain. What are you talking about?
Hero to who?
SK Limiland. In terms of how they're perceived, right? Where the opposite to Pep Guardiola is obviously Jose Mourinho. He has to be the bad guy. But, shout out to Jose Mourinho. He's my hero, right? I think I was listening to Dan T's a podcast. Someone called Joseph Mourinho of Pure Evil, but whatever, whatever. So, anyways, I think Diego Simeone was trying to help Felix, and Felix just didn't want to be helped. And then the issue is Felix needed Diego Simeone more than Diego Simeone needed Felix. Diego Simeone was going to install the skill that Felix was missing out of his game, the grit, the hard work that Felix was missing out of the game. The issue we have today is you cannot have a luxury player, like HH said.
Why not? Yes, yeah. Why can't you have a luxury player? So
Because
basically, you're saying that football has gotten worse now.
No.
If you're saying that we can't have luxury players, so basically football is now full of robots now. Robots.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yes, it is.
What I'm saying is that these players got found out. You cannot be lazy on the pitch.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't get found.
No, you can. You can. You just have to be. You just have to be good enough. If you're that good, you can.
But Kenny, we're talking about you had to be Messi. You had to be Eden Hazard. You cannot be
guys
lazy.
have
You cannot be lazy.
No, that's not.
You cannot.
That's not true.
Okay, let me land, guys. Let me land.
Let him land.
If Felix's productivity was extremely high, then we will not be talking about his other aspects of the game. If even today, if you would have scored, I think he hit the post. He scored an offside goal. If he would have scored those 2 goals today, Felix today, everyone would have been talking about Felix as unbelievable. What an amazing signing, yada yada. I'm not gonna lie to you. Felix just needs to work on his productivity. If he could get goals and assists, then a lot of clubs will be after him. The notion that like Felix, what club is he gonna go and all that stuff? He has the ability. But at the end of the day, for God's sakes, all anyone asked the number 10 to do, all anyone asked the number 10 to do is, hey, track back a little bit, just press a little bit. That's all anyone has asked them to do. And oh no, they cannot do it. Oh no, they're so lazy, or they want to conserve their energy. Like, come on, let's be real out here.
Yeah, no. Yes, yeah. It's worked before.
Because
My thing, no, wait. My thing that there are a million ways to win a game. Now, you call it laziness. I call it strategy. I am trying to win a game. And I believe that this luxury player is pivotal for me to win a game. So I have to make sure that my luxury player is in the best possible position to help us win the game. So my thing that if that means that you hardly track back, but you're always in dangerous attacking positions. So when we now win the ball and get into a transition, you're in an advantageous position when we now have that transition that can help us launch that counter a lot more effectively, that can help us win the game. That's my strategy. So you can say, oh, you're a little bit lazy. No, I am using all of my different role players and pieces to try to construct something to help, because all that matters is getting the Dubinsky. So, but hold on, Yasser, the game has, that's why I'm with you. The game has changed now, because the game has evolved, and because when you play stomping 1,000 says like boom, boom, boom. We now know how to expose our luxury player. We don't know how to now pimp that luxury player. So now, back in the day, you had specialists who, I'm a specialist at this. Now it's evolved to a stage where you now have to be a master of 4 or 5 different things. All Totti did was put through balls to homeboy. All Ozil did was put through balls to the homeboy. All Riquelme did was hold on to the ball, dictate play at his own tempo, and put the ball through. This world cannot cater for a Totti, an Ozil, or a Riquelme. It's changed. And Felix, either you evolve or you cannot cope with the modern game. Hence why I said he needs a coach. He needs a coach to say, Felix, sit down. You need to work on this, and this. You are talented, but your talent alone is not going to make you effective in this game, because you need to work on this. Because if you just work on these different things, I'm sorry, you cannot be effective in the modern game. Bro, what the hell is James? The guy literally disappeared. Because the game has more power to types of players. It is what it is. You have to evolve. Man, you can't talk on this. Shut up, man.
No. I just
SK, talk over him. SK, talk over the SK. Take over the guy.
An objective view.
The thing I'm going to disagree with you on heavy is the fact that the modern game not catering to said quote unquote luxury players makes the game worse. I think it makes the game better, because the reason why I think it makes the game better is, one, if you're catering to one luxury player, as you just said earlier, it makes your team way more predictable, because essentially what you're saying is all the other players on our team are essentially not that good, and we literally need this one guy.
So Rijkaard's Barca were predictable.
Agent, that's what you just described. You literally just said, unless this one luxury player does what we need to do to score, we can't do anything.
No. I didn't say no. I didn't say no. I didn't say that. I said he is pivotal in helping us win. I never said that if this guy doesn't perform, we can't win. No. It's one thing that a guy is crucial in helping us win. It's another thing that if this guy doesn't perform, we're all screwed. Because yes, you had because look, hold up. Yes, you had Dino. Are you calling Eto a slouch? Are you calling Deco a slouch?
But that's what you're describing. I'm saying that's literally what you're describing because you're making it sound like
It's not only that.
Also, sorry.
The
other thing I want to say too is the other reason. Sorry. The other thing I want to say is the other reason why the luxury play doesn't work as well is because teams are way more even in terms of like their tactics and stuff. So you actually have to spend time reacting to quote unquote smaller clubs as opposed to like 20 years ago where they would just roll over and just decide, you know what, we're not good enough to do anything. We're just going to defend for the entire game because we're so crap and we're so shit that we can't do anything. Now it's okay. Like we have a couple quality players of our own. We're not just going to sit back and like let this quote unquote big club decide to play us off the park for no reason. We're actually going to try to attack. And if they're not like, if they don't have enough character, man, or tactics to actually react to what we're doing, we're going to sucker punch them. So like, that's my opinion.
Typical Chelsea, right?
No, it's not. It's
2012
not.
Chelsea.
It's not only that. Yes,
shush,
yes.
Ziba.
Yes, my thing is like this Felix thing, right? There's a way of looking at it. Felix, you guys argue that his first touch is good, his dribbling is good. To a certain extent, I can agree with that. But this whole aspect of him being a number 10 playmaker, being this incredible, guy that can produce those magical moments on a consistent basis, or magical moments.
I never said this. Yeah, I never said this.
Weird, bro. No. My whole thing of this Joao Felix hive is that you guys hone into highlights, first touch, and think that that's all the player is on a consistent basis, when this guy has shown, even Diego Simeone constantly, when he talks about Felix, he never disrespects him. All he's saying is, I need you to get a grip of actually trying hard, tracking back, actually trying to contribute to the defense as well as the attack. There's been certain games where consistently Diego Simeone has been giving him freedom in attack and he hasn't delivered. So what are you supposed to do as a manager when you're dealing with a player that's inconsistent up front when you give him the luxury to do what he wants? And then when you try to fit him in your system, this guy doesn't necessarily track back and do all the things that's required that you want from him. It's to the point where it's to the point where we keep making excuses. It's to the point where people are saying Ajax is a good choice for him. Let's just be honest. This guy.
Okay, wait. Okay, Ziman. Sure. Okay, hold on. So wait, my friend, relax, my friend Ziman. So he should retire. Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm just no. My whole point is he's not as good as you guys think he is.
So what should he do? Ziman. So what should he do then?
No, that's down to him. I don't know why you guys are looking for outward solutions. That's down to him.
Talk over this guy.
It's down to him.
Paul, talk over the guy.
No, Paul, let me land. My thing.
Zima about to drop a diss track.
My thing is like, you see,
the ether beat needs to be put on the disc.
Which wasn't very good, by the way, but that's a different discussion.
It's actually classic. Of course, HH would disagree with that. But my thing is when you actually look at it when it comes to Felix, consistently I see fans making excuses for him. I see people saying he needs the right system, he just needs to be free. Back in my days, he would have been a great player. What do you mean back in your days? This guy wouldn't touch the field. They were tackling players on a consistent rate. You tell me,
all the guys need to talk, bro.
No, that's my whole point. We keep making excuses for this dude.
Okay.
Why don't we look at him for what he is, which is an inconsistent merchant? Stop blaming the manager. Stop blaming institutions. It's down to him.
Okay.
At the end of the day, that's all I want to say.
Let him cook.
Mike, can you grab the mic and then I'll come to you, Mike?
I would just like to remind people that Mr. HH himself said that Joao Felix was the best player in the Premier League.
Okay, I just raised. No. Mike, say what I said. I said he has the best football brain.
What?
That was what I exactly said. I said he has the best football brain.
You could have just denied it.
No. I'll double down. He has the best football brain. I never said he was the best player. He has the best football brain.
What is that even supposed to mean?
I don't. Kenny, he just
doesn't mean anything.
He makes up anything to fit his
Guys,
agenda. We know.
Streets, go back to receipts. I said he has the best football brain in the Premier League.
That's even worse. That's an even worse thing.
Look.
Welcome to the football brain.
The problem for João Felix is he's had one great season, and that was his first ever professional season in football. And that was his only season at Benfica when he had 20 goals and some like 10 assists or 5 assists or something like that. Ever since then, it's just been inconsistent injuries. Obviously, the going to Atletico was the worst idea, right? It just doesn't. He doesn't fit the mold of a Simeone player, and he doesn't want to play the Simeone football. So you knew that marriage was never going to work, and it's playing out that way. Now, João Felix is a very good player on the ball, but he just doesn't work hard enough. And the problem in the Premier League is it's such an intense league, you have to work hard. Look at what KDB does. Look what Ødegaard does. These guys work hard for the
Bruno
team.
Fernandes.
Mention
my brother's name. Mike, mention his...
I would say that Yasir, but then last weekend he kind of gave up.
Yo, you relax.
He asked for substitution, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's making a shout out to his Portuguese.
So this is the thing, though. In the Premier League, you have to work hard. You cannot take any time off. And João Felix, when he's on the ball, very good, but off the ball, not good enough. So now you guys are talking about where João Felix should go. I was hearing a couple weeks ago, HH said, we got to sign this guy up. He can never leave Chelsea. He needs to be proper Chelsea for the rest of his career. Now he's saying, all right, it's okay if he goes. Is this what I'm hearing, HH? So you're going to be happy if he goes?
HH,
you need to see the light, man. Come on. Just say it, man.
I have a question for you, HH. Oh,
wait,
Mike.
Let me just ask HH. So, HH, would you let João Felix go now? You want to sign him permanently? Okay, that's a yes. So he wants to sign him permanently. So basically, HH has given up on his boy. Remember 2 months ago, people, when the rumors were coming in, and he was like, "Oh my," he's getting all gassed up. He's putting him in these formations, different tactics.
The
ow. Can I ask a quick question? No, go ahead. Finish, Mike. No, go ahead, Mike.
Oh, just because one last point I'll make is the perfect league for João Felix is the Serie A. But the problem is they ain't got no money. Nobody is gonna pay Atletico 70 million, 80 million. Some club does
when
that.
is his contract due?
2027 now.
He extended it, yeah.
Yeah, so 2027, I think.
He extended it.
He did that. He's so stupid.
Oh, he's a moron. Okay,
The earthquake needs.
It's called George Mendes tax. This is what this guy does. He gets more money for him and his client. So, yeah, look, João Felix, I really like the player, but it's just... He's gone to 2 clubs that play not great football. I mean, Chelsea are trying to evolve into a better attacking footballing team, but he doesn't have a striker to work with. The best formation for João Felix is a 3-5-2. Kind of what Inter do, where he has a second striker next to him. I don't think he can play as a cam because in modern football, there's all these formations played with a 3 midfield formation, and you get overrun, and you need your cam to work hard, and he simply just doesn't do it enough.
Okay, so since
No. I said Paul. Go see Paul.
Okay, Paul. I just wanted to ask a question.
No, I mean, it just baffles me how when we talk about. I mean, I agree that obviously he's not the perfect player, but let's not change the narrative here because HH and I and other people were hearing in the streams that João Felix was a fraud. And when you say João Felix is a fraud, you're not saying he's inconsistent. You're not saying that. You're denying his talent. That's what you're doing. A fraud, when someone is being a fraud, someone is lying, right? Someone has scammed someone. So for Felix to be a fraud, he must have, I don't know, like the things we thought was his talent were false. But that is not true. We are seeing each day that he's being consistent or he whatever, but you see his talent is there. Now, he has been in Atletico Madrid, which is not I don't agree with that it's bad football, because in fact, Atletico play better football, people realize, you just need to watch it. But it's not the best side for someone like Felix. And Chelsea right now, I mean, why would any footballer, besides money, would go for Chelsea in terms of football? yeah, I mean, you prefer go to City, to Arsenal, to Madrid, to I don't know, to any other club, right? If they want you, and probably some other club would want Felix. The thing is, look, it's just that I think it's been especially Seaman. You know, I know he has an agenda of favoring Simeone, which is fine.
I don't favor Simeone. I just
Zeman, mute your mic. Let Paul talk. Zeman, mute your mic. Let Paul talk.
You are kind of fair to Simeone, more fair than I see people here. That's what I mean. You're not like, you know. But Felix, bro, he's been in 2 teams that don't suit him. This is a guy who has shown his talent. Can anyone in the stream or in the chat deny he has talent? Understanding what talent is the potential. He has the potential. So if he has the potential, who has the role to make it happen? 2 people. First, him. 2, the manager. That's it. So, is he working enough? I don't know. Do you know?
Because you see, these are facts. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Stones on these people. Facts. Facts. Listen. Facts.
On the how many managers have we seen?
Paul School. Paul Cook, man. Paul Cook on these people, man. Cook,
I just want to say that we're all the time talking. This guy this guy out. Do we know? Do we know if Feeling is working hard enough? Are we in the trainings? Are we seeing it? Or are we just guessing? Do we know Potter has no idea? Do I know that? These kind of things, bro, this is just all rumors. If a player has a talent, and I think he has a missing talent, how do you know he's lazy with it? This is what I don't understand. By the way, I just remembered, the foul done on him should have been a red.
Yeah.
I saw that, and not even a card. I was, wow.
No, look, EPL ref tax.
Can I ask a question, HS, to you directly?
Go. Yes, go for it.
Danity, I want you to be a witness, right? Because you've existed back then, like, you know, like, especially, I want to know what will be the old HH opinion of Felix, because I remember the HH that said that called out Hazard during the Mourinho mutiny, that have kind of maybe at times sided with Alexis Sanchez when it came to the Hazard debate. I remember that HH, so I want to know what that HH's opinion of Felix is.
That my Felix Hazard, before he became Zad, didn't have the same kind of talents that I saw from Felix.
Okay.
No, didn't.
No, you see,
Let me land.
See, that's why I get said. That's why Felix gets said.
Let me land. Let me land. That.
Y'all serious, shameless.
But basically, the thing about it is that it's very hard to explain unless you. I thought the eye test is something that you just know. That's why what Paul said, Paul just perfectly encapsulated everything. But the issue is that when you see talent is very hard to pretty much decipher mathematically. You just need to do it. Hence why it's called the eye test. What I see from Felix, in terms of just what he's doing psychologically, mentally, his football brain, I'm like, no, this guy can be potentially truly dynamic. You just have to just know football and be able to see it. The issue is he needs the let me land, I beg you. The issue is you just need the right coach or manager to be able to channel that talent in the right place. And the issue is he just does not have the right coach or manager to channel it, because what I have seen enough from Felix, like, oh no, this guy can be something truly amazing. It's the same with Balotelli. I don't care what says. Balotelli had the talent to be one of the best strikers of his generation. I've seen very few strikers. And bro, I was from the era of striker, but I've seen very few strikers that had the technical proficiency of striking the ball like Balotelli. He was lazy, and he just didn't put in the work to really realize his talent. But Balotelli had a ridiculous talent to be one of the all-time amazing striker. No
one blames his coaches for Balotelli. I don't get the excuses for this guy.
Yes.
Every time for Felix is the coaches. These guys, he had Simeone,
He's
he
had
had
two
Potter,
coaches.
he had the Portuguese manager during the World Cup. All you guys said, oh, it was Ronaldo.
Yeah, he was free.
Ronaldo goes.
He was free,
Ronaldo goes.
remember?
Wait. Ronaldo goes to the bench. He has that one performance. Oh, everything's okay. And then
No, wait,
it's trash again.
Hold on.
There's too many excuses for the guy.
Kenny, these are not excuses. I just said that he's simply not being effective enough. How is me saying it's an excuse that this guy is talented, but he's not realizing his talent? As Paul just said, which is something that everyone in football knows, it takes two to tango. You need to put in the work. You need the right coach. So the issue with this is that I don't know whether Felix is putting in the work or not because I'm not there in training. But at the same time, you need to put in the work. For Balotelli, the thing with Balotelli is Balotelli had a lot of managers and lots of really good managers. I know for a fact Balotelli did not put in the work. What do you mean? We all know for a fact Balotelli didn't put in the work because we know what his character was. For Felix, we don't know, but it takes two to tango. Felix needs to put in the work, but also as well, it is the right manager. So nobody's making any excuses. He's a talented guy that needs to put in the work to fully realize his talents and also needs the right manager. There's no excuses here to be made.
But for me, this wait, Ziman, quickly on the games I watch, for me, his effort is not even a real problem for me. That's not like I see him press sometimes with Havertz and all. For me, the effort is not even the issue. For me, is what you're there for. You play in the forward line. So at some point, I need to see either your creativity or when you get chances, you need to take them. So right now, the thing is that I'm not seeing enough of that creativity, and when he gets chances, more often than not, he's missing them. And then today, he was dilly-dallying too much on the ball, and because of him, we considered a goal. All I'm saying is that you can do that, yeah, cool, but at the end of the day, when you have that role, with all the talent you have, you need to be producing. I'm not asking you to score or assist every game, but I need to see more of it. I need to see more of that. Like you can have all the talent in the world, but at the end of the day, I need to see goals and assists. It's creating chances. Not even goals. Like I need to see that your presence in the game. Like right now, I'm not seeing today. Like for the past few games, it's been alright, but like Havertz has been playing better than him. Like your Felix with all the talent you have, you should be dominant. Like you should be that guy right now. Honestly, I'm not seeing that.
That's the problem, Kenny. That's the big problem. I feel like Paul and HH and people like that. I feel like they're honing into his talent to the point where they're overrating his talent. I mean, I'm hearing Hazard. Hazard was an extremely gifted player. Like it's not like he came out of nowhere. Everyone wanted him when he was in France. This guy literally led Lille to the French league. Like I don't understand where and this is my problem with Felix. It's not the fact that he's not talented. It's the fact that you guys overrate his talent. That's the difference. That's the main problem.
Yeah, he's telling you.
That's my problem with it.
I pivot off of what Z-Man's saying, right? Right, because if you look at his production on his performances on the field, it indicates two things. He's either not working hard, which, as you said, we don't know, and if he is working hard, and that's the best he could put out, then guess what? He's not as talented as he could be.
That's my point.
It's one or the other. He's either not that talented or he's lazy. So you gotta pick.
And the hard work aspect.
I can pick.
How much time have we seen Diego Simeone when they ask him about João Felix? Is he working hard? Is he giving it all he has? He always says he needs to give him more. He's not giving him his best. He's always said that. So for everyone saying that he's not showing, we don't know if he's showing hard work or not. If a manager like Diego Simeone is constantly talking about hard work and he wants his players to put in efforts off the ball and he's not showing it, what does that tell you about his effort level? Like, why are we trying to act like this is my problem with this whole excuses for Felix?
Hey, this question. Wait, hold on. Let me quickly say some debates because I'll come to you, Paul, real quick. I think we already had this. Brick door odds 1 out of 10 Yassir, 3 out of 10 Ford. Is that score 7-1 HH? Oh man, come on, man. How am I in the odds, man? It's Yassir. You call it cheating, I call it good. 09 was good.
That is true.
The consistency of Yassir Bricks is unprecedented. Oh no.
Yes, yeah, it's yours to lose this year. It's yours to lose.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Someone said
You're
that,
really trying to take it away from me.
No,
I don't know why.
I was in the background, guys, and I saw a comment that said that HS is running away with Big Dior, and I was like, I kind of took it personally, bro. I was like,
yes, yeah. This isn't a soap. It's Brick Dior, not Brook Dior. Dior is a type of soap. So
okay, Big Dior. Okay.
Alhambra. I don't think we should sign Felix if it's to the detriment of signing a world-class keeper. Please, Kepa's trash. DM and number 9. To be honest, I can't see Havertz being sold in the summer either. No, look.
Plus, you have Nkunku coming.
Yes, and also your boy Gostom. Look, my thing though is if you get a proper striker and play Havertz behind a striker, let's see what happens. Play Havertz in the strongest position. That's what I say. Half of mistress. Felix, Martinelli, Saka, and Odegaard behind. Wow. Oh, if Felix was to go to Arsenal.
You wouldn't even start Arsenal.
I don't. Yeah.
Does he even start? Does he start? Wait, hold on. Lovecraft. Old number 10, Ozil. New number 10, Musiala. Hokage, do you agree? That Musiala represents the modern number 10.
Oh, modern? Maybe, yeah, but I thought he was comparing Ozil to Musiala. Ozil was something else, but I don't know. I mean, Musiala is so versatile. He comes off the left. No, he's not really an attacking mid because Musiala, if you see him, he's always drifting into wide spaces and attacking in from the wings.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
For me, I think the number 10 is the playmaker, is the guy who is creating, So that, but here's my thing: that you now have hybrids. De Bruyne is a hybrid, goals creating. Messi hybrid, goals creating. So I think things have evolved where you now need to be a jack of all trades.
The 4-4-3 destroyed the number 10, and I blame Pep.
4-4-3 or 4-3-3? All right, let me guys, I think he's evens. So let me hit you with this.
You just give out the reward, right?
Yeah, bro. I think he's run away with it, bro. I think he's run away with it, and this one's
crazy, bro.
You are truly gold.
This is a prime performance.
Yeah.
You love Tom B so much.
Yeah. I think, guys, I think he's evens right now. I think he's evens right now.
This is a man of the match performance right now.
Yeah. I mean, like,
masterclass, bro. This is masterclass.
Wow, we haven't heard that in a long time.
In a long time.
4-4-3 tactics.
All right, so wait, hold on. Our record is Felix equals Joseph Martinez, Atlanta United.
No. Let's not do that.
Is that an Atlanta United player?
So Joseph Martinez.
He was born in a couple years ago.
Odegaard was a cam when he came. Now he's a left side to the center midfielder. Right?
Yo, the live chat cooking me, man. They call me generational talent.
New breakdown odds HH5-3. Read after first comment. Oh my god! No, change them. Change it.
No, that's exactly what bro.
You see that talent that you think Felix has? Yes,
HH, bring up the new super chat.
Well, I can't stand HH chat. I don't know what it does to me. It's juju. I don't know what's going on, bro.
No, the person
you have no talent.
The updated odds. Yasser is one.
Dior. Man said Dior.
No, Yasser, who did you think started with
1,000 to 1 or 1 to
1,000? Let me ask you. Sorry, who do you think has more raw talent, Yasser or Core?
I think Core.
Okay. Okay. Who is more effective though? Who produces?
Yasser.
No.
This is like Ronaldo versus Messi.
No. That's not even it, bro. This is
Mbappe versus Haaland.
No. The problem is they don't even play the same position, bro. We can't even compare them, bro.
It's mutual mic, man.
They don't play the same position.
If Core worked as hard as Yasser,
Yasser does more with less. He does more with less.
Somebody said Yasser is a clinical brick.
Core.
Man. You know what the worst thing about it is I was actually trying to make a good point, and then
Okay, So real quick on this, guys. Where are we? One. So, Hokage, how many goals is he scoring in the EPL? How many goals does he end up with? He's on 28 now.
There is 12 games left.
Yeah.
We're on 26, right? Well, I mean, Man City's on 26. I know, like Newcastle. And
Okay, yeah. 12 games. Yeah, 12 games.
I say 38. You can't. I do. Everyone.
No, 11. Because City are on 27.
Oh, okay. 11. I'll say like 38 because we can all agree his goal scoring has it has slowed down. It has slowed down since the World Cup. Because if he was continuing on the rate pre-World Cup, he's smashing 50. But now I think 38 is a more ideal number for him because he typically scores in almost every game. So I'd give him 38. Good shot for 38, which is still shattering Salah's record. And you know what? If Kane keeps up his form, Kane can equal it or break it. Haaland is doing Kane is having a fantastic season, guys.
I think I said that in one of the directions where it's like Kane is actually having a damn good season. What Haaland is doing is freakish. What Haaland is doing, it doesn't make sense. Kane is having a damn good goal scoring season.
It's like I don't know if you're paying attention to the NBA, but like Kane is doing what Embiid is doing, but there's like a Jokic in Haaland that's just going crazy. So it's
Kane's more like Tatum than Embiid because Embiid and Jokic is way closer than Kane and
you think?
Even as good as Kane is, it's.
Okay. So who thinks he goes into 40 goals? Drew Soxman, who thinks he gets 40? Does anyone here think he gets 40 plus?
No. When was the last time 40 happened?
Never in the Premier League.
Did Shearer get 40?
He did. He got 40,
but that's 40. That's 42 games. Is it? So that's with 42 games. 42 games.
No, Shearer got 40. Isn't it?
42 games. 42 games though.
Yeah, 40. The format was different though. That's the problem.
Yeah, because
I think it was 38.
The Prem when it started, it was 22 teams. Then it went to 21. Then it went to 20.
Yeah.
So that's why I was
like in 95 it was more than 20. It was 42 games in 95 season. So
I couldn't play 42 games, bro. That's crazy. I'm so sorry. That's crazy.
That's mad. Look. I think Hokage's right. But here's the thing, though. He has done what? 4 hat tricks or 3 hat tricks?
4, right? Or 3.
I mean, he could still drop another 3-piece. Like, if he drops a 3-piece here, another 3-piece here, and they just get 1-1, I think 40 is still possible. But I'm looking at 12 games now, and I do feel that he should, at the very least, break the record. But I think 40...
record is 34, by the way.
He only has
34.
34.
Yeah.
But you know what the thing is, though? You know what the thing is? Because the reason why Man City have been doing better is because they're not playing to just feed him the ball anymore to score. They're actually kind of like playing a more like all-around game. That's why his goals have been drying up, but they're still doing fine.
They struggle today.
In general, before the World Cup, they were not going to catch Arsenal the rate they were going before the World Cup at all.
Yeah.
So and if you notice, that's coincided with him not scoring at all. Like because before the World Cup, he was like what? He was almost at like twice a game or something like that. So I think he'll get to 40 just by virtue of how good of a goal scorer he is. But I don't think like the rate we were talking about Messi, Ronaldo stuff like before World Cup. I don't think he's touching that anymore.
Didn't he have like 17 goals in 8 games? It was something nuts that he was.
Yeah, it was.
It was stupid. It was stupid.
Yeah, it was never going to be sustainable in that way.
I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. No.
Yes.
What I was gonna say is I don't know what happened to the EPL, but the EPL went crazy because the EPL now is becoming extremely competitive because there's so many teams that are on the brink of actually going to get relegated. I think there's like 7 or 8 teams that legit can potentially get relegated, so they're desperate. I think we've seen with this Everton beat Brentford today. I don't know where that came from. Bournemouth were bottom of the league. They ended up beating Liverpool.
So how does this connect with Haaland and his goals?
I think there's not going to be any more easy games here on moving forward.
Yeah.
So I feel like every team are going to be like, because prior to early the season, every team like, City, we're going to go there. If we get a result, we get a result. If not, it is what it is. And they had that complacency, But now every team are like, yo, we need to like win a game.
No, but I think
it's a good point. It's a good point, guys.
No, true.
I mean, the only
he's
game...
still evil. He's still evil. No, but yes, but the issue though is that it works both ways though. As the games come a lot tighter, I think a Haaland will become a lot more crucial. When now comes down to like now, because remember, he didn't score, but he got the penalty. So what you may see is, okay, keep pushing. Someone gets fouled, throw yourself in, make a play. Who will take the penalty? Haaland will take the penalty.
Yeah,
even if you take the penalty, though, I still feel as if these tight games is tailor made for a striker. It's tailor made for a poacher. So I do feel that that's because the games become tighter and will be more like 1-0s, 2-1s, 3-2s. I still think that Haaland is still in prime position, but bro, Haaland, we need that kid. Say what's up, Paul.
Sorry.
Paul and then Elijah. Paul.
No, just I mean, first of all, well, I mean, I don't think, I have a theory on this EPO and everything, the rest of leagues, and it's just that in EPO, because the football is much more direct, it's more entertaining, perhaps for the media viewer, casual viewer, well, and also for the football viewer, because it's very, very.
Oh no, it's very fast and exciting. It's very fast, and I think that's why people are into it.
Interpret. You mean like it's easier to see what's happening?
It's just that
it
because
means
there's
the
more
pace is,
movement.
faster.
There's more movement. It is faster, so it's like it's more entertaining, because the thing with La Liga, for example, is also 7 teams with 2, 3, 1 point or the same fighting for not relegation.
Paul, Sevilla are now in the relegation zone.
Listen, Sevilla. Listen.
Yeah, Sevilla like 17th or 18th or something like
They're
that.
18th now.
Yeah.
Are Valencia still down there?
They won today. They got out of it.
Oh my god!
Wait, hold on. One second. Paul.
Yeah, no, just Maria Sevilla 25, Getafe Valencia 26, Cádiz Español 27, Valladolid 28, and that's top counting. But Girona is 30, 31, 31. So it's all very convoluted. But yeah. Anyways, I wanted to say, for me, Haaland, I think, in fact, he's not going. I mean, I think he's going to get to the 35. He's going to break it. He's 35. He's going to break it again at the next season or next season. I think he's going to be like the next freak that is going to set up the record. But I feel like this first year he's going to break it, but he's not going to bend it too much.
Oh yeah. I think that's the thing. At the start of the season, it seemed as if he was going to completely smash it and destroy it. But I think that with the races going on, he's sort of chilled out, unless he gets crazy. But I think now, I do think we'll see like 37 or 38. 37 or 38 is something that we'll see.
35. I see that we're better. Well, no. And are we talking about, again, I think we know people talk about Julian Alvarez. This guy, City were in need of something. This guy came off. This guy made the penalty. It was him, because of him, the penalty.
No. And also remember that chance he had. Let me see. Do you know what it is? It's weird. Alvarez is a Pep striker. Alvarez is Pep's David Villa.
He scores goals, HH. This guy's not a Ferran Torres.
No. But look, he's just that Haaland is just this goal-scoring freak. My belief is the moment that City decided they wanted to get Haaland was the moment they got knocked out by you guys. The moment you guys knocked them out of the UCL, Pep said, I need a goal scorer. Like I need a guy just to put this ball in there, because the way we went to like this, I just need guys with the back of the net. Yes, so talk to me and then we'll move to our next topic. Yes, talk to me briefly.
About what?
How many goals do you think he gets?
The Haaland. No, because I was like, no, Haaland. I think he's gonna, like Paul said. Paul was on the money. I think he's gonna break the record, but I think his goals have dried up to the extent that it was. Yes, he's still scoring goals, but not to the extent that he used to. And like I said earlier, like the EPL, I feel like is getting more competitive. And yes, you can say that he might be the difference maker, but maybe not necessarily. Man City might end up winning 1-0, but it might be like from a Bernardo Silva goal or Ilkay Gundogan goal or Kevin De Bruyne goal. So I think that might affect his goal scoring record. So I think he's gonna break it, but I think he will just break it.
All right. Let me hit this in the moves for our last thing here. Proper attacking midfielder is Florian Wirtz.
Yes.
Barcelona. A lot people are really
Relax.
about this
No.
guy.
You know the funny thing about this? Real
What?
Madrid have been contacting, following this guy for 3 years or 4
Yeah.
years.
I'll just
And
say
now,
this.
and now Barca say, this guy's very good.
No. They've been.
Wait,
they've
so
been-
they're going to steal him off of you guys? Is that what's going to happen?
We don't know if we'll
No,
end up
that's
signing
not. That's not even it. Every big
He's
club
coming
is
to
after
Bayern,
him.
come on.
Every big club is after
this was
him.
perhaps the tweet, but Real Madrid was following him 3-4 years ago. That's
Yeah.
what I know. I don't know if more clubs were following.
Yeah, he's serious, HH. I mean, this guy is.
HH, I'll say this. I rate
I don't believe any
Havertz higher than
Bundesliga
Bellingham.
talent sometimes. I'm joking.
Mike, do you want no, Mike, do you want me to be real? You know what? We need to have a real conversation about this English tax, man. We need to have a real
that's
convo
valid. That's
about
valid.
this English tax because
I agree.
because bro, like
100%.
it's like every single the overrating on English players is stupid. Like let's not agree with you. The last English player I really rated highly was Joe Cole, and before that, I'd say Rio.
God damn, that's
in
a
terms
long
of
ass time
ability,
ago.
that's the last person you rated in terms of ability.
Joe Cole.
Joe Cole, but that's what
Joe Cole was
10
an
years ago?
outstanding
No.
talent.
No. I'm talking
I
about
agree. I'm
players
saying
that-
that's like 2010,
that's what I'm saying.
11 was his
Yeah.
last good season.
Yeah, that's
That's a
what I'm
long
saying.
time.
Like,
So you
in
didn't
terms
rate
of
Wayne
ability,
Rooney?
that's the last
It's a whole
person.
decade
You
of
just said
just nothing.
Rooney's not world class.
Come on.
Yeah, no.
No, man, I'm a
And,
Liverpool fan, but Rooney was a
and half
baller.
of only raised Joe Cole because he learned probably that Joe Cole grew up watching Brazil tape, and he tried to model his game after Brazilians. So he
No,
wasn't
but
even
also
English
another guy,
really.
like Rio, that an outstanding talent. Rio was an outstanding talent. Rio Ferdinand was an outstanding talent. Gatlock, player does a skill once HH on Viagra 90 on the no.
Oh, guys, I was gonna mention.
Sorry, Elijah, what's it?
I
Elijah.
was gonna mention. I know we were talking about Haaland, but I did find a few records that he could break this season, which is pretty insane.
Talk to me.
So the first one, obviously, we know could be the goals in the season in a 20 team league, and then there's supposedly he could get the most goals in the debut season as well, and then amazingly that was Kevin Phillips. He had 30.
Oh wow!
So easily Haaland could break that.
Sunderland?
And then
yeah,
Crystal Palace.
now Quinn.
And then the one, and then the thing that kind of blows my mind is how many games did Haaland score in? That's the question.
So that's on the record.
I know he scored 4 hat tricks.
Ooh.
So
because
2 of them were like in the first 3 games.
No, but you know, Elijah, but the key thing is that I hate all these like records or goals in this game. Like all I care about is the one record. How many goals in a season? Like all the extra stuff is like boom.
And you know what's crazy? And just one last thing that you mentioned about the how we have to judge him more. I think this is now where this is where we determine his legacy. Does that make sense? If he doesn't show up in the stretch, say he goes on a dry patch throughout the rest of the season.
But it's his first season though. Is
True,
he
though.
No.
Am I too harsh?
Way too harsh. No, because
the legacy play doesn't come into effect until you're
it's when and also the fact that what this guy has done in his first season in the Premier League is astronomical.
Absolutely,
like it's insane. Like he could already if he doesn't score any more goals now, what you've done in your first season when everybody, including myself, was like, I know you're good, but man, what can you do? Injury record as well, blah blah. What he's done is stupid. In supposedly one of the top Premier League. The Premier League and so forth, so it's amazing.
Yeah, the Premier League is bad. It's trash.
All right. So, guys, there is a new sheriff in town, man. For a while, Michael, I'll come to you, fake Napoli fan. So the fact of the matter is, Messi had the chief August status for a while. He won the World Cup. He did his thing. He completed football. Boom, but this dude's consistency throughout the season has been outstanding. This has been one of the great finds. which is Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. And I just think that thank you. And I just think that the goal they scored today against Atalanta again was just another notch in his belt, because what he's doing is he's doing that two flex. It's not even the three flex. It is the goals he's scoring, the assists he's also producing, and just his overall performance play. So just as an overall attacking talent, for me, he is clearing out the premier outstanding player this season and the chief ogre. So look, again, I'll drop, because I did an interview with a Napoli guy, which I'll drop and so forth, because stats are going to be built on these guys. But my thing is, how good could this season be? Similar to like Atletico, where Paul, you evil pricks, man. Atletico were 30 seconds away from winning the league and the Champions League, which would be an amazing season. So we know that Napoli have done the league. My thing is, what could Napoli do, but specifically, what could Khvicha do? Because if Napoli do that two flex and Khvicha is instrumental in both, bro, Mike, talk to me, man.
I mean, I've been telling people about this guy since July and August, when he was balling it out in Russia. Well, until then, the whole situation in Ukraine happened. Then he had to go back to Georgia. This guy, I say he's an old school player, right? He don't give a shit. Give him the ball and he'll do magic. That's what I like about Kvara. The guy is absolutely ruthless, tenacious, just dances on the ball. This is the sort of football that I used to see in the early 2000s, where players would receive it. There's no overlapping run or anything like it. He's like, I'm going to do it by myself. I'm going to create either for Victor or I'm going to take on the player. Every time I watch him play, he's at least skinning two players. He's destroying them. And today, you saw what he did to the goal? He sent two Atalanta players packing, and then he put the ball in the back of the net. Just cold. Absolutely cold. Now, if Napoli dare win the Serie A, which they already are going to do it, and if they win this Champions League, we're going to have some serious conversation with this. Because he's almost got double digits in goals and assists already.
Okay, let me ask you this, though. Now, obviously, you must say no, but I'll just ask anyway. Could this be a flash in the pan where outstanding season, but he doesn't live up to this? Or do you think, no, we are seeing a guy who could potentially be like a Ballon d'Or candidate in the years to come? Or do you think that, let's wait and see? Or basically, how sure are you that he's here to stay and dance with Musiala and so forth?
He's definitely here to stay. He's 22 years old. I am believing in this guy. It's just because it's just because people didn't really see it, and obviously he wasn't producing these sort of numbers with Ruben Kazan or anything like it. But I'm telling you, with the talent he has, and if he could go on and play, let's say in the Premier League, because there's the talent, right? We all see there's the talent. It's just about consistently proving it. I didn't think he would be this good this season. I knew eventually he would be good, but the way he has gone start off this season, especially, you have to give massive credit to Spalletti. I think Spalletti has given this guy so much confidence to just say, play your own game and don't worry about it. We got you. And I think that's the greatest thing that could have happened to Kvara. If Kvara went to the Premier League, I don't think we would be talking about it that much. I would be okay, 5 goals, 5 assists, good player. We see the potential, but maybe doesn't reach it. I think at Napoli, he's just has that much more confidence to his play. I feel like I feel like with Kvara though, he's got a mental strength to him compared to John Felix. John Felix doesn't have that mental game. Kvara has that mental game where, okay, it doesn't work out the first time, let's go again. In all honesty, I could see him being a Ballon d'Or contender in like the next 3 to 4 years if he continues playing like this. Which club that will be at, who knows? Because I know he's a Real Madrid fan. So, Paul, would you take him?
Listen, you know what? His favorite number is 14. We just won the 14th, and the 14 number who was Gutis is his favorite player.
Actually, I saw that when he was saying about how Guti was his favorite player. Look, I mean, okay, sorry. Let me know because J2S. What do you think about Khvicha? J2S.
Oh, he's an absolute ball. I mean, I take him at United, obviously.
Well,
I'll take both Osman and Kvara at United. Then
what about Rashford?
Then you've seen. Oh, yes. We're not talking about that guy. I always said about Rashford, he's effective, but he's not. He hasn't got the all-round game. Khvicha has the all-round game because he's got. I think he's in double-digit goals I think he's got 9 assists. He's at the top of the chart of assists as well. So he's got that all-round game. He's just amazing.
Victor.
Yeah, he's a Man United fan as well. So
everyone's a United fan apparently. So Hokage, what are you going to say about Khvicha, man? Is he the real deal?
I won't listen. I only watch Napoli in the Champions League, and from what I've seen in the Champions League, yeah, he is the real deal. I think what he's doing. I mean, from just like I just knew that. Oh, this guy's gonna be a problem when Napoli skinned Liverpool. I'm like, okay, this guy was just in the middle of all that chaos. There's something about this player that is making this Napoli attack tick and making him so dangerous. And as much as I want to credit him, Spalletti is also doing things also to get him playing this way. So he's playing fantastically. Obviously, I like him at Bayern, but if it's true he's a Real Madrid fan, if you're a Real Madrid fan and Real Madrid calls, that's where you're going. So it's probably going to happen. And, man, if Napoli win the CL, the only doubt I have about Napoli is who is the best manager Spalletti has played. Because can a Pep, can a Nagelsmann, can an Ancelotti pick apart his tactics or what? That's what I'm interested to see in the next round of the Champions League. So, because I think they're through. What was the first leg of their game against Frankfurt?
2-0.
They're through at home too, right? So they'll be in the next round. So I'm interested to see this Napoli team against a more experienced manager.
And Hokage, I will say this tonight and say tomorrow. I don't want Bayern. I don't want Napoli. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Who do you want? Who do you want? HH.
Yes, yeah. Thoughts on Khvicha. Yes, thoughts on Khvicha.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's weird because HH on that left wing for Chelsea. I mean, like I don't. For me, I'm like the best place for him would have been Chelsea, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need to see the next regen of Hazard. I feel like as much as I hate on Chelsea fans and Chelsea, I want to see the successor for Hazard. And this guy could be it, but you spent 100 mil on Mudryk, so he's probably not going there. It is what it is, bro.
006.
I mean, it is what it is. But the issue is he plays for Napoli. Napoli is run by a guy that is difficult to negotiate with.
Yeah, De Laurentiis, man.
So the thing is, like, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And the Napoli owner, he's not stupid. He know how to. Everyone works to see how talented this guy is. So he's gonna cost you north of 150 probably. So
Yasser, you think because of Anthony, Darwin, Mudryk all going for 100 million? I don't think Napoli are gonna sell him this summer. I think if any player is gonna leave, it's gonna be Vic. That's gonna be the only player that leaves Napoli. Yeah. So let's say Kvara keeps producing like this in like a year or two, and they sell him. What is it gonna be? 150, 175 million.
Yeah, so that like
because basically based on how tough De Laurentiis is to negotiate with, I strongly doubt that he's going to sell both Osimhen and Khvicha in the same summer.
No, he won't. And the thing is a fear I have. He might be in like a tough situation because, like we've seen it. I think I used to be a big fan of Koulibaly, but Koulibaly got priced out of the market, like he did.
Yeah,
Not he stayed at Napoli forever. So. The thing is, it's like 150 is a lot of money. Yes, he is extremely talented. Yes, he's producing at a high level, but at the end of the day, it's still a financial risk, and it's going to be difficult because who's out there? There's a few clubs that can pay 150 mil for one player. There is, so the market for Khvicha is already small as it is. So I don't know, man.
Daddy, what do you say about Khvicha in the cup season?
Like when you had the stats of assists and goals that you brought up on Google, like some people noticed it on the side, but he was the only player that didn't have a face.
Oh wow!
So yeah, like if you bring it back up, he was the only one that looked like it was just like a standard Abbey. So I thought that was quite interesting. That basically, if you're not one of those football manager type of people that don't know ball and all this kind of stuff, like he might be a guy that people just like. This is their first time being exposed. I mean, I'll put myself in that bracket. Of like everybody else there has a face, but he's the only one that doesn't. And he's the best player in Serie A. So
that's a sign of a good scout, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
man.
And I was just gonna say that it's like if you're talking about whether Napoli should sell, I don't think they should. Like imagine that for the level of production that you're getting, his importance to the team, and conceivably how much you're paying him on a weekly basis. You might be able to get another season without actually like re-upping the contract. I'm sure they will, but you could probably get away with it. And again, De Laurentiis is a notorious just kind of stickler, and if you don't come to him with the correct money and even in the right way, he'll just say, "No, I'm not going to sell." So, and just for the story of it, I like seeing teams stick together and stay together. I would like to see the obvious connection that Osimhen and Khvicha have is something that you could build on and you can see growing.
But I'll tell you this though, as a Nigerian, Osimhen is definitely leaving in this summer.
Yeah, I know. I'm just 100%. Saying, like, I like when teams stay together. Like, I would have loved to have seen historically Monaco, what the Ajax team would have done, what the Monaco team could have done, what those Dortmund teams could have done without people poaching. So, like, in my mind, I would like to see what this Napoli team could do. But I know eventually, because Napoli are what they are, Serie A money is what it is, there's going to be Premier League money or Spanish money that come in and take the best players. And those players will want to go. I mean, I think even this week or last week, Osimhen was saying that it's my dream to play the Premier League.
Yeah.
So we know where that one's going to go. But I think we just need to enjoy Napoli this season and for however long it is.
I think we honestly have to respect Napoli because they have the best recruitment. How they got this guy for 10 million? 10 million.
Bro, and then Mike, they sold everybody. They sold Fabio Ruiz, Koulibaly.
Yeah, look at that bomb Ruiz now.
Mertens, Insigne, Hokage. I swear Bayern were looking at this guy, weren't they?
Yeah, we were like a year and a half ago, but I don't think because I think Musiala showed up and we tied down Coman, Gnabry, Sané, and all these guys. We didn't push for it. So.
Oh man, if he went to Bayern,
Paul, talk to me, Paul.
No, I mean, it's a very good story. I don't think he's coming to Madrid anytime soon. First of all, Florentino loves plans, okay? He already has his planning, and I doubt he's just gonna put at risk the possible Mbappe thing in some year, the possible Bellingham thing, the possible Wirtz thing, for just, well, Wirtz wouldn't be so expensive. For a player that I love, like you see him, and it's very talented. And we've already talked about it, but where does he play? That's a problem. He plays on the left. We have Vinicius there. We already have a Rodrigo that is working his ass off, playing where he should not be playing. Even though he's saying he plays better as center, which is not true, and he knows it, but he's saying it because he's friends with Vinicius. But every time Rodrigo plays in the left, you can see it's amazing. So we already have two ballers there. If you don't want to count Rodrigo because I don't know what's wrong with you, then okay, Vinicius. Is he gonna sit Vinicius with the status he has in Real Madrid? That's the thing. I would love to have some competition. I strive for Madrid to get competition because that's what you need in a team. But the way things are looking right now, how the locker room is, I don't see. Daniel said Spanish money. Which Spanish money?
Yeah,
Real Madrid is not gonna forget about
Good
Madrid
point.
spending big. Forget about Madrid spending big anymore. We ain't Galacticos no more. We're now going with young people. We're now building projects, buying very young players. You've seen that with Hendrik.
Yeah. No. Young is the way. Basically, product is the way ahead now.
I it's still taking time for me to realize that Barca and Madrid are broke boys out here. So forgive me.
No.
Premier League money will come.
We ain't broke.
Wage tax. Wage tax.
Florentino is very scared after Jovic and Hazard thing. So.
Yeah. No, can I talk about it?
Nominally broke.
Yeah, Zima.
No, I'm telling you, bro. This is the winger I've been starving for, man. I'm tired of these wingers that produce
Wait, hold
goals.
on. Wait, hold on. You think you're going to go to Barca or you're
No,
just
no, no,
talking?
he's
Oh,
not.
okay.
No, no, I'm just talking about from an entertainment.
Okay, yeah. Oh no, for sure. No, he's old school. He's old school.
Yeah, no, because I don't, unless he stays at Napoli for another 3 to 4 seasons. I don't see him. I don't see him coming to Barca anytime soon. But I don't believe that. But his father is a fan of Barca, so if family ties could persuade him, just to lower the tie.
What are you gonna pay him?
No, we're not. We can't even. We have wage structure problems, so I don't see us going anywhere for him. But just
Wait
from
for
an
the possible
entertainment
fine.
standpoint, yeah, the European Super League is the only way out. But just from a possible entertainment standpoint, I'm gonna be honest, bro. These wingers, they don't move me. Majority of wingers don't move me. Khvicha is the only few winger that I look at consistent, good ball control, consistent in his dribbling, decision making.
Wait. Hold on, Zeman. Ferran Torres doesn't move you.
Ferran Torres, Dembele. I mean, none of these
Rafinha.
guys move me. Rafinha, none of these guys.
Dembele kind of
I mean,
Ansu Fati.
Mudryk. I
What,
mean,
Fati?
does Mudryk move you? HH, does Mudryk move you?
Huh? No,
Does Mudryk move
you're
you?
breaking up. You're breaking. I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
That's exactly the problem with the modern day winger role. There aren't that much that are actually great.
He did the Drogba celebration. HH, you didn't see it. You didn't see it.
Oh, you mean the offside goal? The offside goal.
Yeah. He did
Please, Zeman, keep talking. Zeman,
but
keep
this
talking.
this guy isn't going anywhere anytime soon. I just don't see it. Napoli are not going to let him go. I mean, he's going to be worth. Everyone's saying 150. Knowing the Napoli and the way they operate in terms of
200.
Yeah, 200, bro.
200.
180, bro. If he ends up delivering good for them, and if he ends up consistently showing this next season, the price is just going to increase because they have something to go off in terms of consistency. So I don't see him moving, but I just think this guy's fantastic, man. We haven't had a winger like this in a long time.
Do you know what I wanted? Just quickly, HH. And obviously, players have their own goals and things that they want to get done in their career. I want to play for Madrid. I want to play for United. Do these Napoli players understand? They're young. What it means to be a king or the kings of Napoli, and what that means, like being legends there. Like maybe winning the league is just enough, and you guys can go do what you want to do. But I think there's like a different type of love in that city for players that stick around.
For sure.
Stay. That maybe that's not just something you just go do your own thing at Madrid. And obviously, people have their own things, but.
No, it's basically. I'll post a video because I spoke to a guy about this from Napoli who's a Napoli fan, and he said that when these guys win it, the kind of love that they'll have, and he even said that he says they know what it is. Even if they go on, they won't love them any less. That they know that they're a small club, they don't have the funds, and they realize the reality of the situation. But they know that, Braz, once you deliver this crown, you will be kings in Naples forever. And if you decide to go up and do anything, it is what it is, because they accept that it is what it is. We're not Real Madrid, Chelsea, or so forth, any of these clubs and everything, man. So, no, but look, and my thing, look, see, Khvicha, I don't know. Osima, I know, as a Nigerian colonialism tax and everything,
EPL.
he wants the EPL. He wants the EPL.
London. He wants London. He wants
London. And London as well, London. But with Khiv, not even London.
You think United?
Bro, the two big clubs in Nigeria are Arsenal and Man United. Either of those two he'd want.
Chelsea.
No. United and Arsenal are the two biggest in Nigeria.
Are you telling me Chelsea's not bigger than Arsenal? Is that
No.
what I'm hearing, KJ?
No, they're not that. But
In Nigeria, no.
But Chelsea are definitely third though on that list.
Oh no, Chelsea. Like when Kano went, oh bro, like remember Kano went like this was like late 90s, early 2000s when Kano was at Arsenal. So that's
No.
Kanu or Bobby Yarrow. I mean, that was the choice. Obviously,
as a fellow Nigerian, where do you think he should go in terms of his development?
Wait, hold on. You
from Somalia, bro. You from Somalia, man.
That's crazy.
Where do you think he should go, man? Where do you think?
Where do you think Osimhen should go?
Yeah, because I'm looking at it. I'm saying Man United is the best choice. I don't think Chelsea is. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think Man United is the best choice for him.
Yeah, I think it is too.
It is. I'm keeping it real. I just don't see Chelsea being the best,
bro.
I mean, I know the best. I mean, I would say I know he wants to. If he he didn't care about the Premier League. Obviously, if Benzema wasn't the, an independent worker in Real Madrid City of Vacations, well then you could think of Osimhen coming, but I don't think so. I would love it, but I think United is the best fit. Premier League, big club, they need a striker.
Yeah. If I'm being
the development as well, so he'll do well. Over there.
if I'm being objective and so forth, I suppose it is United.
That looks nice as well.
Otter, man.
I don't like what I'm hearing and seeing right now.
What, you want him at Liverpool?
No. How? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Get rid of Salah? I mean, bro, like, come on, man. Like, come on.
You got Gakpo, man. And,
the Gakpo. Wait, I know a few clubs that have money. The Saudi. Oh,
if he goes to the Saudi Pro League.
No. If he goes out there, he should revoke his citizenship, man. Guys.
Before you leave HH, how would you feel if Victor Osimhen signs for Man United?
And he starts balling out. Would you be happy?
How would you feel as
he scores a hat-trick?
No, look, I'd be conflicted because at one hand, I want to see Nigerians do well, but on the other hand, I hate Man United. So yeah, I will like.
Your brother would be
100%.
happy, no?
Oh yeah, well, no, but I wouldn't want him joining. I mean, that would be it. Would be
One
sad.
AFCON would change your whole perspective. Let's be honest.
How would you feel if he performs in a side that plays 4-4-3? How would you feel?
Okay, so guys, so hold on, no, so sorry, I'm gonna say sorry. So guys, tomorrow is our UCL preview, and that is where. Here's the thing. Let me just give you a preview of the preview. We're not getting a live stream. So it is what it is. We're not getting a live stream. Live streams only come active as a quarters on semis. So and also, we'll discuss this much more in detail. I have a feeling something special is going to happen on Wednesday. Paul.
Give us a 3-goal head start. I
have a feeling something is going to happen on Wednesday.
In all streams, I've been in Patrick's stream. In chatting. I've been here. I've always said it. If there is a team that is capable of letting themselves come back, it's Madrid in Bernabeu. And if there is a team that is capable of doing it, it's Liverpool.
Yes.
Oh, don't worry. Just put on,
give us a
put on
3-goal
a
head
Bournemouth
start.
kit and you're fine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Because I just feel that because I already had to check that it's on a Wednesday, so it's the final game before obviously the draw on Friday, which is going to be live reaction. I just feel something's going to happen. And I think if Liverpool get that first goal and it's an early one in the first half, it's going to be interesting.
I need to send a message to Paul. Paul,
listen,
come on. You know, you are our brothers. Hala Madrid.
Oh yeah, Parents Club.
I have to remind what happened. Manchester United is requesting a Real Madrid fan.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's some backbone,
These are the facts. No, guys. So guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow, guys. Peace out. Stay true. One love. Space.